live and wait on that. But
No,
All right, well, yeah, you can go live, but I'm having a real quick discussion with Damien about my favorite movie of all time, a movie that I dedicated part of my body to.
that's crazy.
oh, the Danny D.
Yeah, Donnie Darko. You seen my tattoo, right,
Yeah.
Damien?
I have. It's a sick tattoo. It is a.
Thanks.
The thing is, it's a cool movie, right?
Donnie
Cool
Darko.
movie.
To me,
He said
and
it's
I
a
think-
cool movie.
I think it's just I'm just not that guy. I'm not the type to like maybe I don't know.
You want to? Okay, let me explain to you why I got this specific tattoo
Okay.
of this specific character from this specific movie.
Okay.
So I love the fact that it looks dark, demented, twisted, but ultimately at the end of the movie, you understand that he was the light at the end of the tunnel. So it always shows you that the dark is right next to the light sometimes. And it's not always the person that you think that's the bad guy that winds up being the bad guy. He actually winds up being the voice of reasoning and why everything in life happens.
Okay. I see that.
Do you understand that meaning based off watching the movie?
I do.
Okay.
because ultimately, I forgot his name. Frank, right? That's his name.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Frank is like to some extent you think he is just like a schizophrenic vision, but he's really like a lot deeper and actually from the future and kind of from like a parallel universe almost, but from the future of that parallel universe to fix that, to make it so that the real universe can persist, can keep going.
Correct.
The main timeline, right?
How it's supposed to.
How it's supposed to go, because the paradox was the fact that Donnie. I always want to say Danny
Phantom?
Donnie survived was the paradox. He went.
Well, yeah, because he was supposed to die, but he
was supposed to
survived because of Frank. So that's
causing
where
a paradox and
Yeah.
flipping everything.
Mhm.
So yeah, but the thing is I was like, yeah, it just felt like, and I don't know, I don't want to.
You also have to understand it's an old movie.
It is
Like,
an
it's
old
an
movie.
old movie.
It is an old movie. It came
And
out
Jake
in 2001.
Gyllenhaal was a 10 out of 10 in that movie.
He was good. Oh yeah, he was a good actor in that movie. That came out really.
He's a really good fucking actor, bro. Nightcrawler.
Oh,
So good.
wait, I haven't seen that one. I was thinking
What?
Prisoner. That
Oh
was a
my
good
God,
movie.
You need to watch Nightcrawler, bro. Nightcrawler is.
I've heard of good
A1.
ones. I've heard of good things
It's
about
really-
Nightcrawler.
We should have a whole podcast where we talk about movies and
I'm
concepts
down.
of movies.
But I'll have to like watch a bunch of them. Quick fact: if y'all didn't know that, but
Uh-oh.
since Will Smith had his incident, I Am Legend 2 was given to Michael B. Jordan.
What?
Is that true?
Solely Michael B. Jordan? I don't think that's true.
Is he going to be replacing?
No, because they were supposed to be in the movie together.
Oh, but it was given. No,
back
I don't
in
know. I don't think he's like blacklisted or anything. Anyway, okay.
All right, boys.
Question over. Makes sense.
Welcome to the usual Tuesdays.
The usual Tuesday, man. This show is doing strong.
Okay, unfortunately, we're gonna have to push next week to Wednesday again, though.
It's all right,
Alright,
dude. Who
yeah.
cares, man? Who cares?
It's usual Tuesday, but
Listen,
It
dude,
usually
I was,
is on Tuesday.
I was
Yeah, I
talking
can
to
be on
somebody,
Wednesday.
bro, and this dude actually very low key. I want to give him a shout out, Moses Ramirez. He reached out to me one day, bro. This was like a while back, and he's like, "Man, I love your podcast, bro. I would love to do some mixing on it. You know what I mean?" And he would go in and like clean it up and get it to sound a little bit better. And I mean, this was like in the beginning of the podcast.
mix.
And he had told me one day, he was giving me some critiques, and he goes, "What are you doing when you record?" I was like, "Usually getting fucking stoned," right? And he's like, "I can tell, dude, because you just get quiet." I'm like, "Fucking my bad, dude." Like, he's like, "I could just picture you like recording this thing on your phone, like smoking a J, and you're just like lost in thought, and you're
Are
like,
you talking about your solos?
yeah, like when I was
Yeah,
doing all the-
sometimes I could tell that you're like right there. You're like, yeah, so the real deep meaning of life is like, but like,
but
I
fucking-
listen to your podcast, bro. Like I've listened to your podcast for a long time, but yeah, sometimes you'll be like I could tell like you're in the car or something, or like taking a shit, and you're just like, this is the actual meaning of life.
Nah, no way. What? Wait.
Facts,
Like
bro.
audio only or what?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
dude.
Okay, okay.
Listen, bro. This thing literally started from me. I was in a really, really dark place and I just needed to get like my thoughts out type of thing. And so I was like, what better way than just to record myself? And so I was doing voice memos. And one of my buddies listened to one day. He's like, bro,
No, no,
like
no. It started. Oh no. You're right. I was gonna say it started on Instagram Live, but it went to Instagram Live after.
after it, yeah. And that was they were like, dude, you should like post this, like get people to interact with these things. People ought to hear this. And so I started off doing like little Instagram like stories, and it turned into like Friday's food for thought. That's what the smoking section was originally. And then it was every Friday I would do like a little live feed or a video or an interview with somebody. And then I just got tired of waiting for Fridays. And so I would record more. Like I just got more like excited about it, about doing the fucking thing. So dude, who cares? So it's like I used to do Fridays food for thoughts. We do Tuesdays, but bro, if we got to do a Tuesday on a Wednesday, fuck it. Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever, bro. Everybody
agree.
will be
Yeah,
fine.
I agree.
They will be fine.
Everybody will be fine. Y'all will be fine.
Everybody will be
Yeah.
fine. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your dedication. Don't get me wrong when I say it, because I know we have very healthy followers. You guys do. I do. Very healthy, community. So I don't want to sound disrespectful, but
Y'all motherfuckers gotta wait.
I'm not mad when y'all don't tune in. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not badgering you. I don't hold it against you. So please, Cisco's got shit to do. Damien, one day you're gonna have shit to do. I'm gonna have shit to do. Or I'm not gonna fucking feel like it. I'm not gonna, or one day we're just not gonna feel like fucking recording. Maybe it's a holiday, so fuck that. No. Whatever. That's my TED talk.
Well, we appreciate that.
Sure.
But
Thanks.
I'm really excited to hear what D's topic is, because he touched on it a little bit. We work together still, but we don't see each other a lot anymore. So we
Yeah,
can't,
not
like chat
anymore.
with each other. But go ahead, brother. The floor is yours.
I wanna start this with a question. How much, or I guess easily, do both of you consider me a friend?
We kind of touched on this at work. How much do I consider you a friend?
Sure, yeah.
I would definitely say that I consider you like what are we doing, like on a scale?
So I guess this is where we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. But first, I wanted to see if we're gonna like answer the question, see where we are exactly, what's going on.
Yeah.
So what is the question?
I'd consider you a friend. I'd consider you
Yeah.
a friend.
Are you asking if I consider you a friend?
Yes, both of you.
Absolutely, I do.
Okay. And you do too, Corpse?
Yeah. I would definitely consider you a friend of mine.
Now I would ask, like, what's the definition? Like, what does that mean?
Ooh.
Because I've heard you guys talk about your friends, and I think that takes a considerable amount of time to get there, right?
Mhm.
Even all three of us have only known each other for such a limited amount of time. Me and Corpse have never actually even met. Save we like work with each other and stuff like that. We have a podcast now together, and I think we're growing into closer and closer friends, obviously. As time goes on, the more deeper conversations that we have. But like as that time goes on, I want to know like when you consider somebody a friend and what exactly that means.
I'll say this is being on the road definitely changed my barometer of how I consider people friends. And it's definitely on a sliding scale. So there are definitely associates, people who, I know them very loosely. They might know my name, I know their name, and I'll be cordial when we see each other in public.
Mhm.
Then I have friends, right? People who I dance with or people who I've worked with, and that's about as far as it gets. Now, like for you, Damo, right? Like you in particular, yeah, you're right. Like through more of these deep, profound conversations we have, we'll get to know each other a little bit better and understand each other a little bit more. Now, I know that if I got blindsided at the club, I know Cisco would pull me out the crowd, right? I know Cisco would pull me out the crowd. He'll make sure that I'm all right and I could get home, right? And I know that because I've known Cisco long enough. Now, I might not be able to hold that same regard for you. And
Sure.
there's no disrespect in that, right?
No, I don't think so.
Because there is certain people in my life that I'll run into a burning building for. And there's some people in my life that I won't. I just won't do that for you, champ. Like
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
like, sorry, bro. Like my people are like, is my people's good? All right, cool. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I can't go in there for you. You know what I mean? And so I think the things to me that like really make me consider people a friend is if they can handle me at my bad times. Right? Like
Sure.
if they can understand, not necessarily like, how do I want to say it? Cuz like I don't want to make it seem like, cuz we kind of talked about it, like negative people, like after a while you kind of like disassociate with them.
Yeah.
But like if I'm in a time of need, or if like me and Cisco kind of talked about it too on a podcast, where it's like, if I can come to you and vent, bro, and be vulnerable with myself and let you know what's like really fucking going on, if I can do that, first off, if I'm doing it with you, that means I already trust you on a certain level.
Mhm.
Then if that trust is validated through actions, right? If that trust is validated through your actions, then I can say, I can do that for you too, right? And if I know you got me on an emotional space, I'm the type of person that will try to provide the next level. So if you got me for an emotional and mental space, then I can provide a physical space for you. Like, you need me to pick you up at 2 a.m, I got you, bro. You need me to back you up because somebody just slapped you in the club, I got you, right? Or some dude's trying to rough up your fucking girl right here, I got you. Like I'll keep an eye on your kids while you're not around. You know what I mean? Like I could be that person, but it's like it's got to it starts with the simple shit. Like, can you handle me when I'm on like, if I come to you with something, can I trust you with it? Can I trust that you're not going to judge me, or I can just have a safe place to be who I need to be in the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I agree with a lot of the shit that Corpse is saying, but I've always said that the main pillars of relationship, whatever kind of relationship it is, whether it's a friendship, whether it's like, father son or friendship, there's three main pillars in my opinion, and it's always honesty, communication, and respect. Those are the three things, and without one, you don't have the other two, and they're not interchangeable, but the way that the pillars fall are interchangeable based on what you don't have, right? Like if you don't respect somebody, you're not going to communicate with them and you're not going to be honest with them, right? If you're not honest with somebody, you're not communicating nor respecting them, and vice versa in all the different ways.
Mm.
So I think that's like a huge part when it comes to friendship. Any relationship are those three pillars. Like, do you have all three pillars? Trust comes with those three pillars, right? Like if I trust that I'm communicating with you and you're communicating back to me, then I know that you're being honest with me and you respect me enough, so I'm going to trust you. Like that's how it works for me. Now, it's the same thing that that Corpse was saying. Like I wouldn't say like at the club or something, but like if my car got fucked and I was stuck on the side of the road and I called you, would you, like, do I think that you could pick me up? Like, do I think that you'd be like, yeah, I'll be there in a second? Not like looking at your phone like, oh fuck, here goes this motherfucker calling me again, type of thing, you know? I also think reciprocation is a lot. Like if I did something for you, I'm doing it not only because I want to, but I know you would do the same exact thing for me, right? Like, hey, you ain't got no money for food? I got you, bro. Like that's the type of those little actions and things like that are things that can grow and make you guys stronger. And then that's it, even because it could be a plethora of little things that happen in one day, and you're like, damn, that dude really has my best interest at heart, and I have his. That's my friend. Like I know that that's my friend, and I don't even think like meeting somebody has anything to do with it. Because like the two guys that I play Apex Legends with, they've never met each other, and we've been we've all been playing for like 3 years, and those guys talk, and I introduced them, and now they talk without me even having to be in the middleman. You know what I mean? Like that's huge. I think Jordan, for example, Jordan was Putch's friend.
Yeah, I've known that guy since elementary, bro.
And I talk to Jordan every single day. That's my guy, like, and he knows shit about me that a lot of people don't. Like, a lot of people haven't been lucky enough to know about me. So I think that I think the three main pillars and reciprocation are like big when it comes to friendship. And I don't think it's ever too soon to call somebody your friend. But sometimes I think it's too late to call people your friend because it could look like, oh, it took all of this just for you to get to this situation where now you're my friend.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense.
I used to carry a heavy distinction between my homies and friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember there was a instance where we were all in like my car one night and we are smoking at the park, and this dude's like, "Putch, man, you're a homie, bro." I was like, "AG, don't call me that yet." He's like, "What?" He's like, "You're my homie." I was like, "Let me earn that. Like, I haven't known you that long, bro. Like, I don't doubt that we can be homies."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "But when I say that you're my homie or you're my homeboy, that means I'll take you to my house right now. Like, we'll go to the house right now, bro. If you need to sleep, like, you could just sleep on the floor right here." That's a type of extension of myself. You know, in masonry, it's like, are you a brother? You know, that was like kind of like, that's kind of like our distinction. Like, if you're a part of the brotherhood, then we know you're a friend. You know what I mean? Like, I know I can trust you as a friend.
And that's a different aspect because that's like if somebody's a Mason, like they're immediately trustworthy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Where we don't have that type of connection with in our lifestyle, you know what I mean? Just because you're friends with my homie doesn't mean that you're my friend.
That you're my exactly. And that's another reason. I mean, I hate to always promote fucking masonry on here.
No, but it makes sense.
The reason why I joined the brotherhood, man. I needed friends. I ain't got the time to sit here and figure out if you're going to be my fucking friend or not, dude. Like, I just need to know.
I think that like-minded people as well plays a huge part in it. Like, not saying that you have to agree on everything, but that as long as the direction is moving forward at all, I wouldn't say at all times, but majority of the time, I think that's huge too. Like, I think if everybody that wants to be successful, like, continue to move forward, and like we always say, right, success is different for everybody, but as long as they have their idea of what success is and want to keep moving towards that, I think, because like we always said, it's like the movement, right? Like, if you're above, you pull up and then push up and then so on and so forth, and that will never end as long as you have, friends. I think. But obviously you lose friends and people change over time. The same reason why relationships don't always work out. You know, like this guy.
What the fuck?
But, okay, so I want to hear your definition now. You got corpses in my definition. Yours.
So I've
and it won't hurt my feelings if you say you don't consider me your friend. Like, that doesn't hurt my feelings.
Okay, sure. Yo, what's good? Are they sponsored? Usual Tuesdays?
No, but I'm hoping. You see that? You guys see that?
Why are you giving me a free plug?
Pacific Go. Sponsor me, please.
We need sponsorships. This is a listener-supported podcast, bro. I need help.
Pacific Go, please sponsor me. I drink enough of you on the podcast.
So Save asked for my definition. I think what's crazy is this story that I'm about to tell, right? I'm going to tell a little story first of why I think my definition has, and I'm trying to figure it out like kind of slowly, right? Because originally, before this, I would think that people were my friends possibly like faster than maybe they would assume they're my friend. And maybe that would come at a detriment to me. Because I would probably trust too quickly. I would consider people my friend who didn't necessarily have my best interest in mind. So I think I've pulled back a lot from just considering somebody my friend really, really quickly. So, I mean, I don't think necessarily we're not friends, right? But I am hesitant to say that we're 100% friends yet. But there's both of us, like all of us.
Yeah, okay.
Although I wouldn't consider you guys like acquaintances. I wouldn't consider you guys just like work people or things that I just do. So I think we're slowly on the way to becoming friends. But friends,
we're in the purgatory of
we're like very closely just inching up. The more you guys trust me with things, the more I trust you with things. We're gonna slowly and surely get better and better into a friendship.
Corpse's face.
But a friendship.
Dude, this is 75 milligrams right here.
Jesus Christ. Wait, I had 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes.
He was on five. He was on 5 last time. He was on 5 last time, and he was like this.
Yeah, I just did 75, so this is about to be fun.
Oh shit! Okay, we gotta
I
do
got
this
you.
quick. I'm drinking boba.
Oh, dude, and you get it with the actual boba too.
Hmm.
You don't
I
get the
can't do it. I
tapioca.
can't do it. I can't do the texture. I'm a texture guy.
I don't
So
like
you're not drinking boba. You're drinking a fucking smoothie.
I'm drinking a smoothie.
What flavor?
This is vanilla cookie. It's amazing.
Okay.
Like, look, guys, I got boba minus the boba.
Yeah.
I don't like boba either, bro. I'm not a boba.
I can't do it. I can't do Jello.
Bro, a Thai iced tea or like a taro boba, bro, on a summer day, you guys got me fucked up.
Without boba, that's
I like milk tea. I like milk tea.
Yeah, the Thai milk
milk tea.
Yeah.
Milk tea is fire. It has too much caffeine for me though,
So-
so I can only have a little bit.
So real quick, this story, it's so stupid, but like sometimes the insignificant shit to some people, right, will get you into those weird modes of like, oh, that really fucked me up a little bit. So I was at work. It was my second job ever. I forgot how old I was. It must have been like, I started when I was like 15, 16. I must have been 17 or 18, right, at this point. And me and a coworker were talking, and I wouldn't say like we hung out a lot, right? We didn't really hang out that much, but whenever we would talk, it'd be pretty personal. It'd be pretty deep. I feel like I knew about her boyfriend at the time, now her husband. I knew about certain things that I don't think that she would have necessarily told everybody. So I thought we were friends. I was like, okay, cool. One day I let it slip that like, oh, we're like cool because we're friends. And then she like real hard hit me with the, oh, we're not friends. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And I was like, why why do you mean that? Like I consider you a friend. She's like, no, we're not friends. We like work together, we're coworkers, we're cool, we talk, but we're not friends. And after that, I was like, oh shit, there's like a thing that people do that I wasn't doing that would prevent them from being friends like really quickly that maybe I didn't think about. So after that, I think I stopped assuming everybody was my friend right away or being so quick to call somebody my friend. And so that's why today I think I'm pretty hesitant to be like, you're my friend. I want like assurance from both ends to be like, I know that we're like figuring it out. There's still some time. I've told you some things. You've trusted me with some things. Or we're eventually friends. But at the moment, there's no like definitive title.
Yeah, but okay. She had a boyfriend, right?
Yes.
I mean, haven't you taken any of that into consideration? The fact that she had a boyfriend, the fact that it was a woman.
That's all it was. You know,
Bro,
I know exactly what
like-
you're going at. I know exactly what you're going at, Cisco. I know exactly. And that's all
That-
it was. That's
Yeah,
all it
bro.
was.
Like I don't think that it may be where you're, like what you thought it was. Like, oh, I thought this was my friend, this, that, and the other. But what's DTR? He just can't DTR. What the fuck is DTR?
Down to race.
Read. But
Determine the relationship.
He just can't
just
determine the
determine the
relationship. Is that what that is? Just say it. Just type it.
I
Why'd you
did
put
the-
DTR?
I took a fat swing too in the air with that one, bro. I was
he was like,
mad word.
determine the relationship.
That was a good one though.
I mean, honestly, define the relationship. Close enough though. But
That's so stupid.
like,
That's so stupid.
I think it was a downfall of you not thinking that that's what it could be too. Because think about it. If you, maybe not you and your girlfriend, right? But if there was most women, if they tell their boyfriend like, oh, because I was in a very similar situation as you. Like I had a girl at work that I was great friends with, and that's all I viewed her as was a friend.
Mhm.
But it was like swapped, and she thought it was more than just a friendship. And I'm like, yo, chill. Like I know all the dirt on you and your boyfriend. Like everything that's going on with me and such. Like relax, because then if you don't like set a limit or a line, then somebody could cross that. And typically with male-female relationships like that, somebody winds up crossing the line, and that's how shit starts. They're like, oh yeah, you're my friend. Like, hey, you're my friend. So I'm assuming that she was trying to prevent that from happening. That's how I view that story.
Yeah, to me, it sounds like now correct me if I'm wrong. Right. It sounds like maybe Damien was in the midst of conversation, maybe with some coworkers, because you guys were coworkers, right?
Mm.
And so maybe in the midst of conversation was like, oh yeah, me and so yeah, we're friends. You know what I mean? And so when word doubles back around to her, whether the telephone game,
It was me and her. It was me and her having this conversation.
that was a
She
direct
told me
conversation.
She told me straightforward. We're not friends.
So
I
that's
was like,
to
oh
me,
shit.
that's
bitch.
just too narcissistic, right? Like if you've done confided into me with secrets, right, or like things you wouldn't just blab out in public, that's a secret to me. Okay, so let's not be too deep. So if you wouldn't tell this out in public, it's obviously a secret, right? So if you've told me this, now you've entrusted me. So now we're fucking friends. But because you have a boyfriend,
What if she going around telling everybody this, and Damien just thinks that she's confiding in him, but she's really just wants to get it off her chest and is going to say it to whoever's in front of her.
Well, okay. So that's also why I try to start off with something she's not saying in public, right? Well, whether you're one of 5 people or one of 10 people, you're not everybody in her circle. So to me, it's like there needs to be some discernment on her side. You know what I mean? Like this is like conversations that I have with people. I'll tell them like, hey, can we not talk about this? Like, I don't want to talk about this because it's information I don't need to know. Maybe I'm not close to you on that level. Maybe I'm too close to you on that level. And this is a conversation I don't need to be in, bro. Let me back that the fuck off. And so that's some discernment on her side, especially if she has a boyfriend and all these other factors, right, that can make the situation weird. And I know I'm assuming that you weren't thinking of it that way. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I wasn't trying to. And then Crystal Waters in the chat said that there was because she knows the story. There's a big age gap between us. There was. So maybe that's why too, like the big age gap being like
how big was the gap?
It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like 10 years. So not like big, but it was.
You were 16 and she was what, like 20?
No, I must have been like 17. She must have been like 20, 21, something like that. Something like
that. I mean, she just probably like little brothered you. Like that's probably what it was.
Oh yeah, you got sunned.
Like I don't think that's not that it shouldn't define how you define friendship, but would you guys like go eat and shit together? Like would you guys look for each other? Like
no.
Or if you guys were on the same shift, like you guys
were on the same shift, we would chat it up. It would be cool.
Was that Wendy's?
We would never. No, this is at Michael's. We would never like hang out outside work. But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying is that like I was too quick to say like you're my friend. It doesn't matter that we haven't hung out at work. It doesn't really matter that we don't like seek each other out every single moment. We're friends though. We're like cool. Like when we see each other, it's really cool. We talk, we chat. We don't like. It's not weird at all. So I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But
so I can see kind of where like maybe to give the devil its due, because I don't know this girl, right?
Sure,
so to give the devil its due, I can kind of see that because it's like maybe she takes her line of friends very seriously. Maybe because I'm that way too. Like there is definitely people where we're coworkers and we've talked about certain things because bro, we're on the same shift for the next 8 hours, bro. I gotta talk to somebody,
Yeah.
Like bro, like we sit on this fucking podcast every Tuesday for 3 hours, like so I'm gonna talk to somebody, bro, about some shit.
3 hours.
Last week was 3.
Oh,
okay, everything. I can look through it, dude, but everything's like 2.5. We go hard.
We
bro.
go hard. Yeah,
we go hard. We go hard in the fucking paint. But so there is definitely people who are coworkers who I may have told some stuff, but it's just like treating them kind of like how bartenders treat the normal drunk guy at the bar. It's like you might tell them some things because you don't really care about this person. You know what I mean? Like you'll never see them again a day, and you're probably in another day in your life. So it's like, who cares? Tell them whatever. Like just say what's on your mind, type shit.
What the fuck? Okay,
bro.
Well, I mean, he's right.
No, I'm just.
Okay, so yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna say 2 things. One, like I don't consider everybody that I work with my friend. Like even everybody in our group, the big group that we have, I don't consider everybody there my friend.
Big group isn't what?
At work.
Okay.
Like our graduation class, class, I don't consider everybody my friend.
See, even then, you just literally described them as a group. That shit was like first response, fucking deep mental right there, bro.
I mean, I don't either, but
here's my
I want to
ahead,
say
bro.
real quick, you were definitely not on the same. Like I don't lump you in altogether. You're definitely on a different level
Sure.
Mhm.
from them. I don't know. I don't want to like make you guys think like I don't like you.
No.
No,
And
no,
bro,
no.
what the fuck? I don't give a fuck. You can tell me you don't like me. We're
Oh,
still gonna do
shit.
this damn podcast every fucking week. Like, what the fuck?
We're in it
But
to win it.
yeah, well, I'm in it to win it, baby. I want to argue with you more, if anything. But
You
here's
just
my
want the
question.
clips. You
I
just
want the
want
clips, baby.
clips,
I want to go
buddy.
viral. Okay, so here's my question to you. Since you asked to define a friend,
Sure.
what is wrong with calling somebody your friend so quickly?
Um,
And like, why do you have to define a friend in order to say, yeah, that's my friend?
it's something that I'm trying to figure out actively, but I think just as like a rough thing that I'm thinking about, I think it could backfire you in really quickly because if you trust them with something that maybe you need to get not because this wouldn't be like in a work environment. I'm thinking more like personal. If you need something to get done or hopefully they can help you out with something and they're not at the level that you imagine them to be, like you think that they're your friend, right, but they don't have your best interest in mind, or they're doing something or they do something that you don't really account for because you don't actually know them that well. That can backfire pretty well or pretty quickly. And also just entrusting information that you would trust with a friend, and now that you've made this person a friend too quickly, you don't actually know what they're going to do with this information, and that could backfire really
Well,
quickly.
don't you think that there's different levels of friendship?
Mm,
Like, okay, let me retract that statement.
I mean, yes,
Let
but
me retract that statement though.
Yeah.
Do you tell all your friends everything?
no.
Like all of your friends, would you tell this friend the same thing that you would tell that friend?
You know, like hand him a transcript type shit.
Yeah, like would you be like say you were having a really hard day, right? And
Sure.
you like went up to one friend, you're like, damn, bro, like I had a really fucked up day. This happened at work. My girl's tripping. I'm just, like home life isn't good. Blah blah blah. Blah. Would you do that with every single one of the people that you call friends?
No, but I think I have like two distinctions. I have friend and then we're close friends. And that's kind of like a weird like two, and then there's like gradients and obviously within that, but
No,
it's kinda just
absolutely.
like two.
Yeah,
Like
but
two things.
But that's what I'm saying. So what's wrong with like calling somebody your friend if you know that your very close friends are the ones that you're going to entrust with your personal information? You see what I'm saying? Like you're not just going to start off like I'm not going to just be like, yeah, Damien's my friend and let me go tell him about all the fucked up shit that's in my life. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Where it's like Corpse, I've built a friendship with him for many, many years. And it's like, I know that if I need somebody to chat with, I can call Corpse, but I still consider you my friend.
Hmm.
Do you see what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit.
I'll say this is that I remember there was one night, bro, and I hate to bring this up because it's going to make me sound like a dirtbag, but whatever. There was a night me and the boys was on the block, right? And we had these girls slide through. And
now we get into some fucking misogynistic, sexist shit.
Whoa.
no, bro, 'cause this night, matter of fact, is a night that was like a core memory for me, bro. Bro, we're out in the neighborhood, bro, chilling on the block. It's like 2 a.m, bro. The homie's got his pet snake outside. We got these girls right here. We're having a fucking blast, right? We're having a fucking blast. Like, I'm talking to this girl, he's talking to that one, she's talking to that one. Everybody's good, right? There's a perfect ratio. Everything's lovely. And I remember, bro, she got like in my jacket because it was cold. So she got up in my jacket and she started whispering something to me, bro. And I can't remember what she was saying, bro. But her homegirl, but because I remember her homegirl chimes off from the side. She goes, "Hey," she goes, "Secrets don't make friends, right? You know that saying." She goes, "Secrets don't make friends," and she goes, "Yeah, but they keep them." And and bro, I thought that was so hot,
shit.
bro. I thought that was so hot, but then like
what the fuck?
all through my life, bro, I was like, that shit is fucking that was profound. like I know she was trying to be cute and whatever, but it
She
was
was trying to
like,
get some ass, but she changed my life.
bro, impacted my soul, dog. Like, you know
He's
what I
like,
mean?
in the dark room. He's like, no, we're gonna think, okay? We're not gonna have sex tonight.
We're not
We're
having
gonna think
sex
about
tonight.
this shit.
We're not having sex tonight. I want to think. I'm gonna write a book about this fucking saying that you just
We're
told me.
Brings out
saying
the
the
nobody's
fucking
like, what did you mean by
philosophy
that
in this
earlier?
bitch.
No, but
Oh my God.
I can agree with you, and you know I can agree with that statement because there are people that I've told things to that I know that they will not share.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And
But those are the friends I'm trying to keep. That
well,
those are my
well,
keepers.
here's the other saying, right? Is that it's not about what they say in front of you, it's what they say behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Goddamn right.
And I don't want people around that I think are gonna be talking shit behind my back. That's why I want to keep like-minded people. That's why I want to have people that are similar with my interests. Like, of course, friends talk shit about each other all the fucking time, bro. That's normal.
But
Like,
that's like in front of like they talk shit to you.
yeah, and I like that's what builds
funny.
camaraderie. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
I agree.
Like you have to roast each other. If you don't
Yeah.
fucking roast each other or ask one another to see their dick, like what are you guys really?
True.
Fucking
Nah,
I have
I
to
will
start
say
asking both
recently-
of you to pull out your dick. Fuck.
Oh!
That's what's been missing.
Bro, recently, matter of fact, and Cisco, you know this person, bro. Like recently I went through a situation where it was like you let people be comfortable enough saying this stuff about me around you. You know what I mean? Like you were cool enough with these people that, or like you're just cool enough with them talking about me like that.
I have a huge ongoing issue with this right now.
Like how
Very.
how fucking dare you?
Well, now
So,
I want to know
okay.
what's happening.
Oh no, like so like let's just say like to me a friend.
Oh, this is two different situations, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, okay,
But I'm saying
go ahead.
like to me a friend is like to me a friend is somebody who's going to have my back when I'm not there. Right? Like you can like if we're in a group if you're in a group amongst people and Putch's name came up and they were dragging it and you like took part or you just let it go on without being like, hey guys, like hey, that's the homeboy, hey, chill out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, chill out. That's fucked up. Like that to me, that is you're not my friend. You're not my friend. If you can't stand up for me when I'm not standing there, then you ain't my buddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and because if I
Damn,
was
you're gonna
there,
make me emotional, bro. This is a hard one for me to talk about right now.
What?
it hurts, bro.
What
Like,
happened? What happened?
So I have a buddy of mine, but like one of my core friends, and like I'm not gonna say names just for the sake of this being on the internet, but I'll talk about this situation broadly. Like his girlfriend and him are together, and I played a huge part in that, and she like dragged my name, bro, in front of my core group of friends, and her boyfriend didn't say anything about it. Like, it wasn't like, yo, that's my best friend, that's my boy. Nothing at all, bro. It took one of my other homies to be like, yo, chill. And like that really fucked me up. You know what I mean? Because like that's this is somebody that I call my brother, like my fucking somebody that I've been through a lot of shit with. You know what I mean? And it's just like, man, like, and I hooked y'all up. You can't be man enough or like say anything. Like, what are you scared of? Because at the end of the day, if shit falls, like I'm gonna be the one that's there still. You know what I mean? And I feel like I don't know. I felt very disrespected, and I don't do well with disrespect, bro. Like I don't do well with disrespect at all. But it's like at the end of the day, you have to understand who's still gonna be by your side. And regardless, even though he didn't say shit about it, like I still felt disrespected. But that's still my boy. To the end of the day, like I still have his back no matter what. Because I feel like we've been through too much shit to let that little thing. But it was like a kink in the armor that shared our friendship. You know what I mean? It was like now that like once you bend metal, it's not as solid as it was before, and that's what scares me. Is that if the metal that was like sheared and fucking blacksmith for that fucking long could bend that easily, then how else could it bend? And I don't want to be, and it's like I don't want to be on my toes about the situation because I thought we were already solid. But if I have to hear from my boys that your girl is talking shit about me, like dragging the fuck out of my name when I didn't even do shit, dragging the fuck out of my name, in front of you, and you can't speak up about that. Oh yeah, that's a no for me, bro. I would never ever in my life ever let anybody, especially a woman, no offense to the women, I would never let a woman who's my partner ever talk shit about any of my friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, and my thing too, especially like because we talked about this too. It's one of the reasons why, like, when I'm talking about, like, if I'm going to talk about my relationship to my homeboys, I generally make sure it's like, guys, I'm just venting. Like, just let me get this out. You know what I mean? Because I remember there was a time one of my buddies was like, "Man, your girl's a bitch," and I was like, "What'd you say? Like, what'd you just say about her? Like, you know what I mean?" And that shit made me realize, like, I don't like that. Like, you know what I mean? So nowadays I try to be way more like cautious with situations like that, because even with my friends, right? Like let's just say random situation, like we all fell out, right? But or like let's say Damien, me and you fell out, right?
Mhm.
I wouldn't be like, Cisco, don't talk to Damien. How dare you?
Yeah,
And
that's some
talk-
bitch shit, bro. I hate that shit. That's some
talk
bitch
to
shit.
Zero. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? You're a human being, bro. But I would be frustrated if you were like bumping gums, talking, oh, corpse this, corpse that. And Cisco's like, yeah, oh, yeah. It's like jerking off to the fucking conversation. I'd be like, yo, fam, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what
But
the fuck?
if we had like a falling out, this is an interesting question too, because I've been in a situation where like one person will be like, "Oh, I don't like them," like, you know, I probably wouldn't be friends. Like, this is her telling me, like, I probably wouldn't be friends with her,
Another woman.
right? But chill.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm seeing where your problem lies, bro.
The common denominator.
No, it's
Like,
not the common
legit.
denominator.
And the last two stories both have been about women. That's the common
That
denominator.
that's not how you go pattern. That's just what happened to happen.
It's a common
Y'all are
denominator.
gonna be even more mad about what I'm gonna
Okay,
say
go ahead.
next.
I'm not gonna be your friend if you're friends with this person.
No. She didn't say that. She just said, listen, she did something to me. I wouldn't be friends with her. But that's me. She didn't say like, oh, don't be friends with her or else we're not gonna be friends, whatever. It was just like, yo, she did some things to me that I didn't like, and I would just look out. That's all she said. She didn't say anything like we're not gonna be friends, whatever, choosing sides and none of that bullshit. But
I would just say, but women create friendships differently than men do.
We're not gonna get into this again.
Why not? Is that not a true statement? I think that. Hold on here. I think that every woman would agree. Every woman that's in my chat, I don't even know how many are in here, but I'm sure. Look, and you could even ask. You know who a perfect person to ask is? Rihanna.
I guess different. How? What does that mean? And different with who? Because
the dynamic and basis.
Men make friends differently depending on who they're making friends with. Right? So the way that you make friends with a guy is not the same that you would make friends with a girl. It's just not the same.
How not?
You don't roast them the same way. There's certain things you can't touch. You gotta be very aware.
You can't touch. What are you touching on me? How come I haven't gotten that treatment yet?
Bro,
yeah, because I could call
asking about your dick, so I gotta start getting in, okay?
I know I could tell Damien to show me his dick,
but that's what I'm saying, right?
Tell a girl to show me her pussy. That's just not working out. That's
See, that's
not
what
gonna work
saying.
out.
There's certain things, and not that like it's not that they're sensitive. It's just that there are certain things that you can't go around that you're not gonna because it.
Why are you trying to be so PC?
What are you talking about?
Not that they're sensitive. You're basically saying they're sensitive. Just say they're fucking sensitive. Like, I don't understand.
They're not sensitive.
Women are not sensitive. Women are not sensitive.
Let's get canceled.
Are they sensitive? What is that? What is that? Listen, that's not even the point.
Why did you have to say that? Why did you have to say that? Why did you just have to say it's not that they're
connotation of not being able to go into a certain direction implies that they're sensitive. That's not what I'm trying to imply. The implication is they might be sensitive. I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say there are certain social aspects that men cannot enter in the same conversation with women that they can with men.
So men and women make friends differently.
Yeah, but the men.
You just said it.
Men will make friends differently. Man, I'm not even high and I know what I'm saying, okay?
I know. Okay, my original statement was men and women make friends differently. That's what I said.
No, right? You said women make friends differently. That's what you just said. You just said that.
What is the difference between men and women make friends differently than women make friends differently?
The fact that you
What else am I talking about? I'm talking about us. I'm a man. Last time I checked, I still have a dick. You have a dick. You have a dick. So like
don't know
that's
that,
what
bro.
I'm.
Let me
never
see.
showed
Let
you,
me
so-
see it. Let me see it, dude.
Oh my
These
God.
those at a-
75 millis is fucking hitting you.
And he's
God,
bro,
son.
it's hitting me hard, bro.
Is it?
Right
Yes.
now, as I was listening to you guys, I was like, I'm fucked up.
Listen,
Like,
I have to piss. That's what I was gonna say next.
oh
Take
my
your dick
God.
to the bathroom.
I'll be right
Take
back.
that big ass
I'll be
fucking
back.
schwanger.
Dude. Oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. That was a bad choice. That was a bad decision.
Wait, is there a difference in what I just said? No, right? Women make friends
Um,
differently. Men and women make friends differently.
I can see where the confusion may have came from because it was like I guess
This
it's
motherfucker just wants me to be so direct.
um
He's stuck. Look at him. Stuck.
I'm trying to think I was trying to think of a way to explain it. Like I can kind of see where like if I heard that like oh women make friends differently, like what? So men don't make friends differently? It's like, you know what I mean? Like I could see where that would trigger that in his brain. So where he would maybe would want to be more specific and be like, wait, but men and women make friends. Yes,
I know he's gonna make me
we
be so
definitely
fucking
do.
specific.
And bro, and it's like
And just like women's friendship with men are different.
are different. And to me, and it's weird when people don't respect that, bro. Like they don't, or they try to act like it's not different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, first off, like our bodies are made for reproduction. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like we have reproductive organs that are going off. No, I'm not saying every relationship is going to be sexual, right? But the ways that men and women interact together is always going to be different. It's always going to be mad different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah, but I can-
to men and women to women.
But I can genuinely say that, like, I do have some women in my life that I would literally just consider my friend, but I
Oh,
have no intention with.
absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
See, and I think there's
That's
It's-
so rare.
and it's really rare. It's really rare because I've even had friends,
That's what we have to understand.
bro, and I hate it because I had a friend after years, bro, known this person years, tell me like that she had like a crush on me, and I just like stopped talking to her.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like,
I
I
mean,
can't,
sometimes that's what you gotta do, bro.
bro,
You gotta
like
cut them off.
yeah, like whole ass, like we would spend hours together, bro, like, you know, like chilling, like doing nothing, like young, you know what I mean? And then years later it was like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you I always had a crush on you, blah blah blah. I was like, oh,
Now there's
Wait,
intentions.
Wait. But what? Wait, I had a crush on you, or I have a crush on you?
both.
Okay, that's different. That's different. Okay.
Both.
What's the difference? Because if I had a crush on you,
Because if
like,
you had a crush on me, it's
Why
to the point now that you don't have a crush on me.
Well,
why do you have to say that?
I asked the question
What do you
too. I
mean?
asked the question of
I think you. Go ahead.
because during the time I was like going through like I had just broke. Well, me and my son's mom had just broke up, so it was like 5-year relationship, all this shit, and she was like, yeah, like, and we were chatting about it and shit, and then she just drops this bomb on me.
That's
And it was like, yeah, I used to have a crush on you, all this stuff. I was like, and I asked, like, you used to? And she's like, well, I know you're going through a tough time right now.
that's way different. Yeah. That's
She
a
was
different
like,
situation.
"Bam,
See,
chicka, wow,
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted, bro. That's
Get
exactly
some
what was
sympathy,
happening.
pussy, baby."
So yeah, so
That's
so
what it was.
immediately my mind clicks into, okay, well, when I'm over this, because I will, you know, I am, and but then it's like I will be over this, you know, and it's like, so at that time, are you gonna try like hitting on me or some shit? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's weird. That's weird as hell. Like, that seems like so predatory. Like, you know what I mean? And
How
like,
the fuck do you think we seem?
no, no, because like to me, when a girl is my friend, she's just my friend. There's nothing more than that. Like, you know what I mean? For me to really pursue somebody, like,
Always?
they're not my friend always.
No. But I'm saying, are they always just your friend?
Yeah.
If they're your friend, they're
Yeah.
always just your friend.
Yeah,
Really?
there. It's never worked out for
yeah.
me. It's never worked out for me any other way.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. But I'm not saying like, are you attracted to your friends?
No.
Um,
Wait, what do you mean?
There's some of them that I do think are attractive, that they're
You-
beautiful women, that they're fucking beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had a knack, like my freshman year, bro. I had a knack for making friends with all the upper class classmen, like the girls. Like, I mean, my sister was a senior, so there was like my foot in the door with that. But I just knew all of them. Like, I would walk around with them in the hallways, had my arms around them, like, you know what I mean, a little freshman. And some of them were beautiful, but they're just friends. Like, you know what I
But
mean?
you know, if any of them gave you the chance, you'd be all over it.
There was like one or two. There was like one or two.
bro. But I think there's like in a friendship, there's like a weird divide.
And I'm not saying that that's always the case.
No, but also I think how you meet and the personality somebody has determines a lot on whether or not you're attracted to them in any sort of romantic way at all. And then the physical, like, you know how there are some like sayings where like a girl could be a 10, but then her attitude will make her like a 4.
Yeah.
And there's girls who are like average or whatever, but they're sick as fuck to hang out with, and they'll be like 10s.
Yeah.
So are you hanging out with women that are not attractive and semi cool?
I do. you don't have to be like, you don't have to be.
But I was
like,
asking Damien for a specific
Oh, me?
reason. But it's okay. It's okay. I was
Wait,
just
what
trying to-
happened?
Well, no. I was just trying to set you up to like alley-oop, but
Why are you trying to get a dunk?
dude, I am fucking toasted right now. Like, dude,
Jesus.
yo.
We're 51
Stop
minutes. in,
fucking
another
smoking.
hour.
Yeah, we have a whole almost hour and a half left at least, bro.
What, are you guys like the fucking weatherman or
just took a-
something, dude?
It just
Like,
took a whole minute to process
it's
all
like,
of that, bro.
dude, is this an intervention? Are you guys intervening right now?
We just
Oh.
need coherent corpse in the building
Oh,
right
I
now.
got you, baby.
This
But-
motherfucker is
so,
blitzed,
like,
bro.
See, my thing is like Damien was saying, like, these girls I thought were attractive, and yeah, sure, if they would have given me a shot, like, God, I can't even remember the girls' names now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, back then, absolutely, bro, I would have fucking
Well,
crawled
that's what I'm talking about back then.
back then. Okay, but now, like, I've wised up, and there's been girls, bro, who I thought were attractive, asked them out, right? Got denied, and Lauren, I know you're married now. But
Oh my god,
this is
motherfucker
nothing-
name dropped.
Why?
This is
Name
nothing-
dropped.
No,
You
she
didn't
is
need
she is a married woman. She is a married woman, and she has a good husband, and they have a beautiful fucking family. And I know him, know her, and you know, yes, but I am going to. Lauren has been one of my closest friends for a long time, and we haven't talked in a long time. But I know if I bumped into her at home, she would fucking. It would be like we were back in class, bro. I had a huge crush on the fucking girl, right? She turned me down and ended up having to sit beside her in fucking class, bro, because of the whole fucking dumb shit. Ended up having to sit beside her in fucking class, and we became best friends. Like, she would tell me shit, like, you know, we would call each other every day. Boom, 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 boom. She got transferred schools, came back. Same fucking thing all over again. Even when I moved here, she was like one of the few people like I kind of like loosely stayed in touch with. And
Jordan, know who this is?
he does.
Jordan, I'm gonna need you to send me her Facebook. Send me the link.
What damn? What the? Fuck?
And
What?
Deidre Emanuel, rest in peace. I love you. Her too. Like, I remember she ended up trying to ask me out when we were young, bro, and I told her nah. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was going out with her homegirl. I was like, no, chill. Hey, chill out. Rest in peace, Deidre. I love you, girl. But fucking, I'm so glad that we never did. I'm so glad, because I like the friendship that I ended up getting out of it. I think it's lasted longer than what our relationships I think would have. You know what I mean? Especially considering that I ended up moving to California. You know what I mean? And I ended up doing this X, Y, and Z. So that's the only reason. Lauren, love you, girl. The only reason why I'd bring that up, because sure, I would have loved the shot, but when I look back at it, at those times, I'm so glad it didn't happen. I'm so glad. Like,
I will say this. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're good.
I think that with you being, I would say, a significantly amount of years younger than us, I think that plays a large part in it as well. because we've had more time to understand friendships and understand them in an adult mind. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think too. I think like also to keep something to keep in mind is that throughout all these questions, a lot of the times the questions that I bring up or the thoughts that I have, one, I'm trying to figure them out myself, and two, I'm trying to really flesh them out so that way I'm standing on solid ground when I talk about them and when I live them in my real life. Because I do want to make lasting, real friendships with people, and I want to learn and know how to navigate and what my bedrock of like, you're my friend, you're not my friend. These are the things that I have that I find important to have friendships that are going to last a long time. I don't want friends who are going to be in and out. And what I mean by in and out, I don't mean like go live your own life and come back whenever. That's not what I mean. What I mean is like, you're my friend now, but tomorrow you're going to talk shit, and then the next day you're going to say how cool I am, and then I don't want that. So I want to figure out my bedrock of like, this is my important infrastructure for.
Yeah, but in all honesty, bro, like you'll never know.
Yeah, and I know it's not going to work perfectly. I know.
Never.
Like people are going to fuck me over.
I've had
Yeah.
friends that I had to cut off like 11-year friendships with.
Yeah, I know that. I know it's not going to work perfectly, but I think having like a bedrock will save me from a lot of not very smart moves. Does that make sense?
No. What do you mean by not very smart moves?
So
Just
to me,
not very,
bro.
like-
So to me, bro, like friends now to me are people like I can give my house key to. You know what I mean? Or like I can leave them with my son type vibes.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
there's
mean?
trial. What I'm saying is there's trial and error to get to that point.
See, but
Mhm.
that's so what I'm asking too is I know that there's a gradient. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I feel like friends is a hard thing to say because in the beginning of this, I asked you if you would consider me a friend.
Mhm.
Through those
Which you
things.
still
that
haven't
you just
answered
said.
if you considered us friends.
I did. I said I yes.
Oh
You
yeah, we're in the
have- you have-
purgatory. Purgatory.
You're like
purgatory.
at
I
the
bet.
so like if the
I'm at the pearly gates of friendship.
if this is friendship, like you guys are like right here. We're like swimming, so like sperm in an egg. Okay, you're almost there.
Nice name.
Did you just consider me as a sperm?
Both of you
An
are
egg?
motherfucking sperms.
He sounded
and-
like
egg?
Bob Ross and called us a sperm at the same time.
You're an egg.
and you're almost penetrating. Okay, you're almost
Almost.
there.
A
You're
beautiful,
gonna let me
You'll
penetrate
get
you?
there, Vent.
pretty
Not
egg.
me.
Hello.
My egg. Okay,
a pretty egg with other
my
eggs.
friendship egg.
Making friendship.
Let's just paint a little egg, right?
Paint a little egg right there.
Grab your
Because
brush.
we all
And he
need a
needs a little
friend.
egg buddy. Yeah, because we all need friends. Oh my god.
That worked perfectly. The fact that we
Because
all
we
need
all need
friends.
friends. His little egg buddy. I hate eggs, by the way.
Oh my god, I forgot about that shit.
Eggs are disgusting.
That's crazy. So you just like inched backwards. In the
Corpse,
friend thing,
corpse.
okay?
What's your take on eggs? Is this man still smoking? Oh, his shit's dying.
Yeah, my shit was like.
He's out of
That's a lot
breath.
That was all he did was stand up next to his
He
laptop.
got the charger,
Yeah,
and put the
that-
shit in. He's out of breath.
Wait,
okay,
what's your corpse? What's your take on eggs?
they're fucking fire. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Base.
What are you talking about? Sylvester, my god.
Hi,
That's
my
my best.
man.
What's up,
Twin motherfucking corpse. Dude, eggs. I mean, they kind of like it depends. It depends how like you eat them. Honestly, scrambled is like basic, but I like them over easy.
I will eat a runny egg and a deviled egg. I won't eat hard boiled eggs. I won't eat
Mm-mm.
scrambled eggs.
I don't. I've never had deviled eggs. So.
deviled eggs. Is
Only
when they-
reason-
isn't it when they boil it and they put the shit in the
They're, like,
inside?
mashed
Yeah,
in
but
that.
the reason I like it is because they whip it with fucking mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise, bro.
Mayonnaise is good.
I low key would like bathe in mayonnaise.
Stop.
What? What?
I do that's a clip. I'm going viral, bro. Post that clip, and then I will literally get gallons of fucking mayo and put them in my shower and fucking bathe in it, and that'll be the clip right there.
You see,
I'm going viral, guys.
No way, dude. I mean, mayo's cool, bro. But I, you know what? Do you guys eat pickles?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do. Not straight. Okay, not straight.
What do you mean?
I'll eat
Like,
them in
you
a
gonna
sandwich.
eat like a big ass
I'll
pickle?
eat it.
I don't know if
no.
I can consider you guys friends anymore. if you
I'll
guys
eat
eat
them in a
pickles.
sandwich. I'll eat them in a burger. You know, but
Wait, you don't like pickles, corpse?
I hate pickles, dude.
That's wild.
I can't fucking
Okay.
stand them.
Do you guys like broccoli?
Broccoli's fire.
Okay.
I do not like broccoli and cheese. That I don't know if that's a Western thing. It's definitely a thing in the South, but broccoli and cheese fucks my
Yeah.
stomach up.
That shit's fire. I like
That shit's
cauliflower
fire.
better than
Broccoli
broccoli.
and cheese is good.
All right, here's the next one. Do y'all fuck with greens?
Like
What do you mean greens? Like collard greens?
Yeah.
Oh, boy,
Okay.
boy, I am from North Carolina.
You-
dude.
you
We
said-
fucks
you
with the
said-
collard greens.
They're okay.
I said okay, yeah.
I like collard greens.
Yeah.
all right.
I'll eat
What
them. I'll eat them.
What about olives? Yeah, we all agree on olives. Yes, I fucking hate olives. Are the worst tasting thing in the whole world. If you give me a
this is like
pizza with
shit.
olives on it, I can't even pick it off because I still taste the damn
Oh,
olive.
okay. Wait. Oh, fuck. I just fucked up.
like
Olives
pizza
on
with
a
olives?
pizza is okay. I'll never ask for it. I will never ask for it.
This is a
If it's
fucking-
there,
This guy right here is a
the
pineapple
last
eating
thing-
pineapple
it-
pizza eating motherfucker.
If it's there, it's the last thing that I'm ever touching. But if it's there and I'm like, fuck, there's no more pizza, dog. I'm fucking hungry. I'll pick it up. I'll eat it.
You like pineapple on pizza too, huh?
I'll never order it.
But
But
you'll
if
eat
it's
it.
if it's
You
the
nasty
second to last thing next to the fucking dog shit olive.
So which one you taking
I'll
first?
pick it
The
up.
one with the vegetarian with the
Pineapple.
olives, or you pineapple
Pineapple.
first?
Pineapple first.
Pineapple first, absolutely. Before the olives, before olives,
the
before I have to
before the
taste
olives.
olives, before the olives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some nasty ass motherfucker.
Y'all,
Yeah.
you're wildin'. If you don't,
I
think
would too.
you're
I
out of
would
pizza,
too. I'm just saying. I would
okay,
if it was olives or pineapple on pizza. I'd eat the pineapple on pizza first.
No,
Yeah,
so
the
okay,
The fact
this
that
is
y'all
yes.
eat pineapple on pizza is disgusting.
this is the
I'll never
secret,
order
bro.
Pineapple in your spaghetti.
The-
Tell me.
No.
Pineapple in your
That's
spaghetti.
fucking insane.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
No,
You're not gonna sit here and tell me, oh, do you want pizza or spaghetti? Oh, I don't give a fuck. They're the same thing. You're never saying that. You're never saying that. You're
see
never-
the problem
never
is, bro, is that if the pineapple, you got to eat the pineapple pizza when it's cold. That's what makes it taste nasty. Is the hot pineapple. The hot pineapple and the tomato
I can get
juice is
behind
not a
cold
good
pizza.
mix.
I can get
I get
behind
behind
cold
cold
pizza. I love
pizza, too.
cold pizza.
Cold pizza
Yeah,
good.
a
not
cold pineapple pizza
pineapple
fire.
pizza. That's even worse, bro. I'd probably throw it away.
No, that's
That's
fire.
wild.
That's the only time I will eat it.
I'd
It
rather
has
have a
to be
couple. I'd
cold.
rather have a cup of noodles.
Oh, I fuck with cup of noodles. What's wrong
yeah,
with you?
Yeah, yeah.
What is the
Nothing's
fuck
wrong
is
with me.
wrong
I'm
with
just
you?
saying. Nothing. I'm just saying.
Well, now
You don't
we're
like
just
cup of noodles?
choosing-
Is this what you're saying right
Now
now?
we're
Are you
saying-
you
now
don't
we're
Love
like
cup of
saying-
noodles.
Now we're
Oh.
saying pineapple pizza or everything else in my fridge. I'd rather have everything else in my fridge, but that's not the question. The question was pineapple pizza.
What about
about
raw
raw
hot dogs
beans?
cut up with
Oh, yeah,
chili,
that shit's
lemon, and salt?
fire. Like hot sauce, like
Raw
tapatio or
hot
something.
dogs.
Yeah, some tapatio or
not
Valentina.
cooked?
Some
Not
Valentina.
cooked? Are you saying not cooked?
No, like straight out the pack, cut them up, put them on
Yeah.
a plate, put some fucking tapatio, some lemon, and salt.
Some
Oh, nah.
Funyuns. Throw that
Oh,
shit in some
What
Funyuns.
the fuck?
That's like some low key. That's like some poor old school Mexican shit.
That is some pour on the block.
Because
like,
you know, like for real, you know what we used to do? We used to get like tortillas and warm them up and put salt on them and roll them up and eat them like that. Or like with some table cream, some crema,
Mhm.
put some fucking tapatio and salt in there,
It
and
says
fucking
struggle
dip it.
snacks,
bro. That's
Peanut
just
butter.
fire.
but
I
it
did
was
that
so
shit with
good.
peanut butter.
I've never had
It's
this.
so good. What's the okay? Well, let's get into some
Wait.
struggle snacks. What's like a struggle snack that you had when you were younger?
bro,
Hot-
bread and
Hot
butter.
Pocket? No, I'm just kidding.
bread and butter, and then we used to make our own fucking cinnamon sugar because we never had actual
Oh, I've
cinnamon
had
sugar.
I've had that. I've
You had to
that.
fucking
I've
get
had
like
that.
cinnamon and mix it with sugar. If you guys had that? Yeah,
I've
or you
had
get
that, yeah,
cornflakes
yeah,
because it's cheaper than fucking frosted.
And then you
Flakes.
put the sugar manually. You put that shit manual mode.
Bro, that was the best because at the bottom, like after you drink the bowl, all the
It's
sugar.
all sugar.
Oh my god, that's
Fuck
nuts.
Yes.
yes.
Fuck yes, bro.
Bro, that shit was the best. I remember this isn't on the same vein of struggle meals, but my grandma used to have, I don't know where the fuck she got these. She used to have these frozen churros, and we would pop that shit in the fucking microwave. Bro, that shit was to die for. It was a delicacy. It was so
Frozen
good.
churros.
Huh?
See, this man's over here talking about he had frozen churros. Here I am fucking mixing Kool-Aid and putting it in the ice tray with toothpicks so I can have little fucking popsicles. And he's talking about frozen churros, dog. I'll just give you that. Or we let the fucking put the Capri Suns
shit
in
was
the
bomb.
freezer and then cut the top off so that we have slushies.
Yeah, a little slushy. Yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
that
honestly,
was our fake ass
yeah.
Italian ice, bro.
bro. I mean, there was, dude. Bro,
Said
hard
that, you know.
boiled eggs. I would eat hard boiled eggs just as a snack.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't like it, bro. You know what I love though as a snack? Tomatoes with garlic salt.
Yeah, just a little bit, dude. Just a little bit of garlic salt. Then
No,
I could
that's-
eat it. I could legit eat a tomato like an apple.
That's
with some
wild.
garlic salt.
Oof, I don't know about that, bro.
Bro, I'll fucking take a bite and then put the garlic salt in there and then.
See, it's not the taste.
don't know
It's
about that
just it's the acid, bro. It's the acidity of the tomato. It'll make me sick, dog. It'll make my stomach sick. I can't do it.
Tomatoes are that acidic?
There's some people, yeah, dude. There's some people who have like tomato allergies. The
I didn't know
acidity
they
to
were
it.
that acidic. Yeah, I didn't know they were that acidic.
They
Bro,
can't do
did
it.
you
pineapple
know?
is acidic.
Did you know that there's people that think that salad or like they have like a
Tastes like
certain
soap.
tastes like dish soap?
Mhm.
Yeah, bro, that's fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Fire.
Bro, like yeah. So like to
Cilantro's
me,
good.
like okay, I won't lie. I used to like pickles. I could eat those shits out the jar. I'd drink the fucking pickle juice, bro. Back when I was a kid, like swear to God. And now I just can't fucking stand them, dog. Like you know
Oh,
what I mean?
I'm reverse. I used to hate take pickles out of everything. What the fuck? But now I'm good with them.
Here's you want to know what's weird to me? When people go to like fast food restaurants and then order a plain hamburger.
Oh, that's serial killer shit. Like, what the
Bro,
fuck are you
like you don't
doing?
like ketchup, you don't like mustard, you don't even like cheese on your shit. Like,
meat, 2 buns. That doesn't
bro,
fucking.
that's
You're like, oh
bro.
shit.
People kill me when they order that shit.
I mean, I get it when like they're trying to do a certain diet, but they're like wanting in and out. So they get the veggie wrap with
That's
nothing
fine.
else in
Different.
there.
That's
Ye-
fine.
Yeah, but
I
it still
get that.
comes with like cheese and
Yeah, you got the
onions or
stuff
something,
in
or a
it.
tomato.
But
Got
if
the
you just
little
want
bit of
bread,
sauce.
burger, and bread, like you are
That's
fucking
crazy.
weird, my boy. Like you need to go home.
Batman just said, "Cisco, why you calling me out like that?" I completely forgot that this motherfucker got his shit. Like
he's at the McDonald's and I say, just give me the meat.
and
Just
then
the 2 buns.
and they just
Separate
wrap the fucking.
boxes.
They just wrap the meat in a fucking in the paper,
I
bro,
don't do
and
that
just like
shit.
this fucking big. Like,
Yo, yo, we love you, Sly. Dog. I love you.
oh,
love
shit.
you.
I just
Yeah.
called out a whole group of people, bro. I'm getting canceled for real. Oh shit.
Oh my
But
God.
all right, so let me ask you a question. D.
No.
Do you think that, say, you and I stopped working together, right?
Mhm,
And your only communication with Corbs was through this podcast.
mhm.
Do you think that you'd be able to gain a friendship where it's literally 12 hours or less a month? Would you be able to gain a friendship based off that?
This is like unique. You're talking about just if I had this and then our group chat, basically.
Yeah, which you got upset about because we didn't answer to your TikTok.
Bro, what the fuck? I told you both that you were special. Okay, I was a little hurt, and I got not even a reaction. I was wild. Anyway, we're gonna move.
So do you tell people that are not your friends that they're special?
No. Well, unless they're like sad, then I'll be like, look, bro, you're like a special person. Okay, you're great. What do you?
He
Do
doesn't
I
think
think
we're
that we
special.
would be? I called you both special, okay? I think I'd be able to. Yeah, I think I'd be able to garner a friendship with you guys, even if we only had this podcast and only had the group chat. But because I would imagine especially with the podcast, like eventually we would meet up. We do a real life maybe podcast. We'll spend some time. We're obviously having like deep conversation here. I'm probably gonna eventually like the group chat is either gonna be more deep conversation even within that. What's going on in like my day to day or what's going on in your day to day. That's eventually gonna evolve, and we'll be like way closer friends by the end of this year.
Speaking
I
of
think.
group chat, I'm gonna just say this again because I said it last week. What the fuck is going on with the Discord?
Cat is on it actually.
This is week 3.
This is week 2.
No, 2 weeks ago.
I started
2
this on the
podcasts.
29th.
2 podcasts ago. The 29th. It's the 11th. So 2 podcasts ago.
2. It's been 2 weeks.
This is the 3rd podcast where we've talked about Discord.
No. You can't count the 28th because that
Absolutely.
we barely were like, yeah, maybe we should actually like start one. Maybe
Okay, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
All I'm asking for is voice channels.
I have a voice channel.
Okay. And sub channels.
I do have 2 sub channels. I have topics for pod and podcast updates and general for everybody and the boys just for us 3.
Okay, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you copy that link and drop it in each one of our chats?
I'd have to find all your guys' live stream.
Can you have is there anybody else in the Discord besides us 3?
I think it's Cat. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know if Cat's in the chat right now.
Okay.
Cat is always
I'll
in the
drop it
chat.
from my phone right now.
Hold on. Let me see.
I know.
TV's watching.
Shut up.
Anyways, okay. I just wanted to. I needed that to be a thing because we're talking about friendship.
Yes, we're
and
gonna.
it'd be
We're gonna
awesome.
hit the
So this
podcast.
is for everybody at home, motherfuckers. Join the Discord if y'all want to stay in the loop before we get funky with it in this bitch. All right, dude, I'm coming back to life. Okay, I'm coming back from the atmosphere. Let me tell you guys what it was like.
He's like, I'm finally coming down.
Dude, I was like holding on for dear life for a second. I was like, oh fuck, like I shouldn't have done all 3 of them at the same time. I should have spaced that out.
Was it fun?
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
Bro, but wait, real quick, does your highs come in like waves like that? Like you'll come back down and be like, all right, we're fucking back, and then it'll like take you right the fuck back up.
yeah. Well,
Okay,
it's kind of like it's a declining like wave. You know what I mean? So it's not like so.
You have to also remember he was smoking right after he fucking took those.
Yeah, bro, and I didn't realize that it was going to hit me so hard. I don't really smoke out of a pipe like that. Like, but my buddy gave it to me, so I was like, oh, all right. I'm gonna-
Kelly said, or well, first Batman said he's on his way back from Mars, and then Kelly said it was all the heavy breathing. It brought you back, bro, and the coffee. Coffee woke you up.
you're back. You're here. We got you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, welcome fucking back.
Yeah, dude, the smoking section gets active, bro.
Honestly, I wish I could smoke sometimes just so I could be on your level, but you know, the beer. Next time I just have to drink like 9 beers before I get on here, and then I'll immediately start aggressively.
Bro, I'm saying, like the day that we all do like a live podcast together, we gotta get fucking smashed, bro. We gotta get smashed.
Damien,
Like,
we gotta get Damien on board though. We gotta get Damien on board because
I can't drink. I won't drink. I just can't. It's not.
What if you had like 1 drink and then like instead of 5 milligrams, you had like 25?
No,
or you don't, or you don't have
fuck?
to do anything, bro. You don't have to do anything. I don't want it. I don't want it to be like that either, though.
I'll
like,
do
Fuck
like
that
a
peer pressure, motherfucker. No,
Oh,
pressure,
no.
peer pressure.
I never,
Peer
I
pressure, peer
never,
pressure.
I never give in to peer pressure ever.
good,
Okay.
man.
Because
No,
low key, we pressured you last week to be high on the podcast.
No,
Low key, because you were like, "Well, you're always drunk, and
that was
Forbes is always
I
high.
was just like, yo, both of you are
You're your peers,
up.
right?" And being around us pressured you into wanting
No,
to be high.
that's not what peer pressure is. But
I know it's not, but I just, you know.
Oh man.
but yeah, I just want to partake in the fun for one episode. You know, just keep it light.
I think a live episode, like all of us, pretty kind of fucked up, would be funny.
Bro, like if we all planned like a day off and I
We
went
sat
down
in a
there-
round table
8 o'clock.
instead of looking at each other through the screen. We could like really look up at each other.
Bro, we'll talk about that. We'll talk. I will be down to drive down there. I will be down to drive
I
down
thought
there.
you were moving down here. Oh, here we go. This is the second time you've played with the heartstrings of my heart.
Blue ball them twice.
I might still, but I am not taking this new job for a list of reasons.
The same
And
with the solar joint.
so I'm going to stay with Sunrun. True Blue.
Fuck Sunrun.
Damn.
I knew.
There goes the fucking sponsor. Okay.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. If Sunrun said they wanted to sponsor us, I'd be like, fuck you. I still have
I'd
some
be like,
Sunrun.
whoa,
I still have Sunrun gear somewhere around here.
Yeah, I mean, dude, no, like the operations that I've worked with and worked under, it's been cool, man. Like it's been cool. But you know, thankfully, like I'm looking at it like this was going to take me kind of further from my family. You know what I mean? And the people I need to be around. And yeah, sure, I'm going to miss out on some money, but what's the money worth? Like, you know what I mean? Is it worth this apartment? It's not. It's not. The money's not worth this fucking apartment, bro. No way. Like, you know what I mean? So like, if I gotta leave this joint, I gotta leave this joint. Whatever I gotta do, whatever happens, I don't give a fuck. Like, you give me, I'm gonna be around my family. So, um, so yeah. So I'll plan a trip down
That's a
there.
hard one. That's a hard one. That's a good podcast for another time. Like a good podcast topic.
What's that?
Now it should have been what we talked about last week when we were talking about money and shit.
Bro.
But
Oh yeah.
that's a huge one, and I think Spectrum. Sorry. I think that's I think that's a big one, man. Is like I think that as we get older, we especially as like fathers, right? Like you guys have to understand, Corpse and I, our kids are the same age.
Yeah.
Like literally the same age. So we're going through fatherhood like as our kids are growing, we're going through the steps at the same time and understanding shit. And I mean, you Corpse knows what I came from, bro. We were making big boy money, baby. But it's not worth it anymore to me. I'd rather going to the zoo with my son on a Friday is way more important to me than making six figures right now. For real.
For real.
It's a hard decision though too, because after knowing that for so fucking long and only knowing work, money, party, it's hard to turn that switch off. But I'll tell you this: a kid will do it to you real quick. To the right people, a kid will do it to you real quick.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that's a whole nother 3 hours right there, bro. Oh my god. And dude, well, matter of fact, fucking speaking about friends, there's fucking like Damien, one day you'll be there, right?
Thanks.
And
well, maybe he'll be the one having the fucking baby. He said he had a vagina earlier.
True, I did. Wait, when did I say that? No, I said
you said, how do you
egg? My friendship egg.
No, because I was like, last time I checked, we all had penises, and you're like, how do you know I have a penis?
No, I said I've never showed you my dick. How do you know?
Oh, I want to see that dick. I'm waiting, dude. Jesus.
Bro, this man is salivating for that shit.
I know, I can see, bro. The quality, the fucking saliva.
But like, like one day you'll get there, dude, and you'll see like to the right people, like Cisco said, to the right people, a kid will change you, right? And it will change you, and some people won't fit that change. And that was a big, like, I know how, because how you kind of said something, it was something you said earlier along the lines of like, you don't want to have these people who come in and out and, trying to make sure that you're kind of like having the proper discernment of these people. And Cisco also said something that was right, where it was like, it's through trial and error, right? The cautiousness of it all is good, right? It's good to have, because later on in life, like now with Elijah, it's like, I'm very cautious who I make friends with. I'm very cautious to see if they're going to be in and out, right? So it makes me more guarded, right? And I feel more vulnerable to the people who already know these secrets, or I feel more indebted to the people who I give these responsibilities to of with my life. Like, you know what I mean? Or the people that I can call on. Like, I make sure I answer their calls when they call. Like, you know what I mean? If that's that friendship level I have with them. But having a kid for sure showed me who my fucking friends were, for sure. And you'll see it one day, man. You'll see like when you can't go out and party and you can't just meet up with the homies. And
I mean, you can, but you make the conscious decision not to.
See, I say I can't, because if I say I can, then I'm going to want to. So I just say I can't. Like, that's just my discipline. I just say I can't. I got my boy. Sorry. Gotta go home.
I want to touch on something that Corpse just said that I wanted to say earlier that I completely forgot about. When we were talking about how you can't always be cautious about how you throw the friend, right? Like you said, you want to build a solid foundation of what you define as a friend. Mm-hmm. And I said that goes through trial and error, right? Like you got to be able to be like, okay, this is my real friend because I know that this friendship didn't work out based off of this, and I know that that wouldn't have happened over here. So like you could literally sit there and fucking calculate and be like, yeah, I know this is the kind of friend I want, like, but w- overall, like your friends are not all the same. So
Mhm.
like you have to find again the common denominator and what that friendship is. If you see that potential in somebody, then go and try and be friends with that person. Don't be like, oh well, I gotta make sure that they have this and this and this. Like,
It's not,
you, do you
go
see
ahead,
what I'm
go ahead.
saying though? Yeah, and because you should be like, okay, yeah, like I consider Damien, you're my friend, you're my boy. Like I know that if I was to call you tomorrow and be like, yo, can you give me a ride to the airport? And you'd be like, yeah, yeah, for sure, I got you, bro. Or you'd be like, you know what, I can't give you a ride for this reason, or I gotta work at 6 a.m. You gotta be at the, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. I'd be like, okay, cool. But at least you were like able to communicate with me, like, yo, I can't do it because of this. You didn't give me like some bullshit ass excuse.
Mhm.
Or like I was like, hey yo, D, you wanna like go grab lunch? And you're like, oh yeah, well, I don't really got dough. Oh, I got you, bro. Don't even trip. Like I got you. And then you're like, oh yeah, okay, cool, I'll go with you. And then next time it's like, oh yeah, hey, I got you. Remember you got me lunch? I got you. You know what I mean? Like those little trial and error things that go on in that type of dynamic are what helps you define a friend. Whereas what I am understanding from the way that you're explaining what you want to, when you say like a base of what you want a friend to be, it's like you're waiting for that one particular moment. You're waiting for that. You're waiting. No, I'm sorry. You're not waiting for that one particular moment. You're waiting for a multitude of moments to finally hit to even consider if that's going to be your friend.
Yeah.
And I feel like that. I feel like when you tread that lightly, you're missing out on so much stuff.
Hmm.
Because some friends are supposed to be temporary.
That is
I
true.
I believe that some friends are supposed to be temporary.
That is true. That is true. That is
You
true.
you can have work friends or you can have work acquaintances, right? Like right now, I would consider you my friend. Were you my work friend before? Absolutely. Like Luis, right? He's like my acquaintance at work. Batman, that's my work friend. Psych. No, Batman is my friend. Like he called.
Say what the fuck?
I'm just giving him a hard time because he's in here. But he's like Batman is my boy because he'll call me and be like, "Yo, you good? Like, how was work today? What you up to? You want to come to the house and kick it? Like that." We've built up that relationship as friends because he took a chance and was like, "Oh, like this guy could be my friend." He said, "I'm done. Good night." But you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you can't live your life so cautiously because, and this goes for everything. Like, you can't live your life cautiously because then you're gonna miss out on so many things. And what if somebody, even if it's just an acquaintance, and you want them to be your friend, but you're like, nah, they haven't shown me the basis of what I consider a friend to be, and so you like are standoffish against that. What if you could have learned a huge life lesson based off of that? Or
Well,
what if they could have contributed to your life in such a way, or told you some profound shit by fucking being cuddled up in your jacket and whispering something to you that you hesitated,
but I
from
I
that?
don't think I'm necessarily like closed off to anybody. Like I don't think anybody in our group I've been closed off to. Would you say that I've been
No,
closed off? So
no,
like
but would you consider any of them your friend?
um I don't know.
And would you take different opportunities with them if they weren't your friend?
I think I'm definitely what I'm saying is that I don't I don't call people my friends so quickly because I'm trying to like have a good amount of weight, I guess. Like if you're my friend, that means you're going to be here for a minute and not necessarily forever. Like go live your life. If you move somewhere, we're not going to be as close. That's fine. And you're going to do your thing. But I don't think I'm like closed off. Like if somebody from the group was like, "Yo, let's go to lunch," just like let's chat, whatever. I just want to chat with you. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, for sure. Like let's go, whatever. I'll buy my thing, you'll buy your thing, and we'll chat, whatever. Like we'll learn about each other, and I'm cool with that. And like we're cool. And the more we do that, the more friendship we accrue and stuff like
Do you
that.
say that though?
What?
Yeah, like let's learn about each other and be friends.
I don't say that. That's what I'm like.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's go learn about each other.
No, but I don't say that. I wouldn't say that. I would just think that like, oh, we're gonna chat. We're gonna chat about each other. We're gonna chat about like I'm gonna learn about you. You're gonna learn about me. That's kind of just how it's gonna go. But I don't think I'm never trying to be closed off to any sort of experience. If somebody expresses some sort of interest in diving deeper into either myself, our relationship, or whatever our friendship, I'm open to it. But I want to be careful with who I call my friend, because that to me is like a level of closeness, not necessarily super close, but that's a level of closeness that I'm pretty comfortable with you.
Do you feel obligated to try and make friends with people that call you their friends?
Like if you no, I don't think so. I think my meter these days is like, how much interest do you express in me when there's nothing really going on, or like I don't have necessarily something interesting to say right off the bat. Like nothing's going on in my life, but you ask me like, how you doing? Or you ask me like, yo, tell me about your weekend. Or just like little things. I don't know.
Don't acquaintances do that too? Like within passing, right? Even within passing.
That shows me that you have some sort of interest in being maybe a little bit closer.
Isn't that being polite though? Like even within passing, right? If you and I were to be walking down the street, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Good. How are you? And then you just keep walking.
Yeah, but he's not like, whoa, I mean, like, seriously, how you doing? You're not stopping me in the middle of the street. Does that make sense? That's what I'm saying. The meter is like, how much interest are you at? If you're just saying, we're in the coffee room, we're like making coffee. Oh, how you doing, bro? How was your weekend? Oh, good. All right, cool. See you later. You're not like, that's the meter of like, okay, you express a little bit of interest in me. We're acquaintances. I maybe know your name. We see each other pretty often, maybe in the coffee room, but we're not like friends. You would never call me your friend. But if we're working together pretty often and you're like, yo, how was your day? You know some sort of history of me. I know your girlfriend was XYZ. How is she doing? You guys went to whatever. It was your birthday, whatever, XYZ. That's like a lot more in depth and getting deeper. The more you want to know, the more history you know of me, the more you're interested in what I have to say, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one's I think that's a little difficult. Like the way I'm seeing it with how you say is, I think that, I mean, it's all opinion based, right? Like it's based off of how you feel, how much of an interest I have in what you're doing. Like, but what if what if we're making coffee? Like, okay, like Urkel said, for example, he's like, it's more of a connection that happens that makes him your friend. But friends you consider in your circle is like a series of events that happen, right? Because we already said earlier, like there's a level of friendship, right? Like we already know that, right? The best friend is the top of the chart, and then there's like the friend that you just made, and there's just like where we're in purgatory trying to get to friendship, there's also friendship purgatory. But
Oh yeah.
But like it's all based off of how you gauge it, right? Like if I saw you in, like sometimes I'll see you in the break room, right? And we're making tea or whatever. And I'm like, hey bro, like how was your weekend? How, like, did you do anything fun? So, and this is why I'm saying this, right? And I'm like, hey, how was your weekend? What'd you do? Oh, you got tickets to the Mario movie. Let me know how it is. Oh, blah, blah. And then I go on my merry way and go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like in your head, you're like, oh, he, like I told him earlier that I had Mario tickets, and he's just asking me how my weekend's gonna be, or how my week's been, or how work's been. Like that's how I'm seeing how you look.
Oh no, because that question in itself is a lot deeper to me. It's like, you remember that I had tickets because we talked about it earlier.
That's what I was getting to. That's what
okay. Yeah.
Is that you had to feel some type of connection like that, and that's why I brought up what Urkel's comment said. You had to feel some type of connection or something to justify the fact that you're telling me, hey, I have these plans this weekend. And I know it could have been like, hey, we're going out for Rihanna's birthday or whatever the case may be. That's why I can't go. But you could have easily said like, oh yeah, I can't go. I have plans. But you're like, hey, I'm gonna go see the Mario movie. I got tickets. Blah 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 blah. And then you felt the need to tell me that information for some reason. And I'm not trying to like justify that I think that we're friends and you don't think that we're friends. That's not what I'm doing. It's just a perfect example, right? So you're like, And I'm like, okay, great, bro. Like, I'm gonna go see the Mario movie too. Tell me how you think it is. And that played back on like we had a conversation about top 5 favorite movies, and I gave you a fucking hard time because you hadn't seen any of the movies out of my top 5.
None
You
of
know what I
them.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
but do you see what this is? It's all based off your opinion, right? Like, I personally, I think we're friends, and
Yeah.
all those types of things play in my mind when I ask you, like, what do you got going on this weekend? Oh, you're gonna go see the Mario movie? That's gonna be a good time, even though it's like that quick coffee break or tea break that we run into each other. And I know that we both have to get back to work. So I'm like, oh, I want to gain as much information as I possibly can because I consider him my friend. Whereas you're looking at it as like, oh, well, how much interest does he actually have in me? Oh, and he has a little bit more interest in me because he remembered this or he remembered this. So do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is a perfect example because the way I view it and the reason I'm
Mhm.
asking you these questions and the way you view it and you're like, oh, he asked me these questions are perceived differently. Because
Oh, well,
you, like I said, I would consider you my friend, but you're still like working, and so that's why I think this question is such a good question. But it's also very, it can be very detrimental into experiences that you lose in life, if that makes sense.
sure.
Because you're
Um,
not willing to consider other people your friends based off of your own parameters.
mhm.
Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
I think everybody has like a different parameter for it. The fact that like I don't know. I don't think I'm necessarily because I'm not expressively telling like you didn't know that I didn't necessarily consider us friends till today. I'm not
Yeah,
telling people like,
but that doesn't
oh,
change
we're
how
not
I
friends.
feel
We're not
about
friends.
you. Yeah, it
No,
doesn't change
me
how I
either.
feel
Like
about you. Yeah.
I don't think any. The thing is, like, I'm just trying to take my time. I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm not like in the super ruch to
I'm
make
not
new
asking
friends.
you to fucking fuck
No,
raw. I
I'm
wish
gonna-
I wish I could get something out of it. He's been so quiet. Look at
you're
I've
right.
been
You space
listening.
again. He's holding
No,
out,
I've
bro.
been listening. I've been listening. I've been listening. I've been listening. I've been listening.
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
I've been listening.
Thank you. Okay.
he's painting little eggs in his head, bro, like Bob Ross.
Well, no, like I was thinking, like a lot of it kind of seems like a natural like defense. You know what I mean? To make sure that you don't leave yourself exposed or vulnerable to people who you may or may not see as acquaintances, friends, whatever. You know what I mean? And we all do have like a different scale of how we judge friends. And so to me, I feel a lot of the same way. You know what I mean? I am kind of slow to consider people friends. I'm not really like out here just trying to be buddy buddy with everybody in the
Yeah.
world either. You know what I mean? And people who I do call a friend, I take it very seriously. You know what I mean? If I call you my friend, I take it very, very seriously. And so, but like Cisco said too, I don't want to pass up on the moments of making new friends or deepening friendships. I think
I think as well though, like I'm trying to make it clear that I'm not necessarily pushing off any sort of interaction with anybody based off of the fact that I don't think that we're like friends. If anybody in our group, Cisco, if anybody in our group was like, "Yo, I don't know, let's go chill." Well, one, I need to see exactly like what are we doing because sometimes, to be honest, sometimes like when they're like, "Oh, let's go drink," I'm just like, that's just not what I want to do. Like that's not my vibe. I can't even drink like because I'm such a lightweight. It's not fun for me. I'm not gonna enjoy myself. So I just save myself and just be like, like go without me. It's fine.
It could have been fun though.
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to drink just because everybody else is drinking. You know what I mean? I've been around a bunch of fucking pieheads and I don't smoke at all. But it's just for the. Have you ever seen the movie Yes Man
Yes.
with Jim Carrey?
Yep. That was a good movie.
yes, man.
Bro, and it like that movie really opened up my eyes. And it's like you really have to say yes to more opportunities because you're missing out on so fucking much.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, do you really want to be that guy on Monday that's like listening to everybody's fucking stories because you could have been there and why weren't you there? Because everybody else was drinking. You didn't have to drink in order to have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I agree.
Peer pressure. Don't let them fucking
Exactly.
peer pressure you, Damien. I mean,
That
I
is
do
true.
believe you
That
though.
is true.
There's-
Urkel said there's a big difference with chilling with a stoner than somebody that's drunk. Sure, I agree, but I'm not talking about like everybody just drinking and sitting down in a controlled environment. Like if it's like, oh hey, we're all gonna go out and like you went bowling
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was drinking, right?
Bowling's fun.
Who?
Didn't you go bowling with everybody?
Oh, with Rihanna and them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had a good time, right?
Ooh.
it was cool. Yeah, it was fun.
Ooh. People nowadays throw out
Throw out
words
words
like
like
they don't
no.
mean anything instead of only using them. when
Damn,
it's
he said
actually meant.
Batman said Damien's lying. He still hasn't played Fortnite when I invited him.
No, bro, we need to play fucking Fortnite. We actually do. No, wait, we said we would do it after the show like last week, didn't we? I need to, bro.
Heard.
Bro, I'm like never on my PC. Like I haven't turned this PC on till today, since last week.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so you should really look into Freemasonry because it'll make a lot more sense when I say this.
Yeah.
Is friendships to me? So like you, for example, right? Like I am definitely down to make new friends. You know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yeah.
we had a chat. Next thing we did a podcast. Next thing now we're doing a fucking podcast together. You know what I mean? It's been
Yeah.
fucking rad, bro. And so, you know, yeah, absolutely. I consider you a friend. Like, you know what I mean? I would introduce you to the friends that I have, you know, all that stuff. But to me, like with really considering somebody my friend, it has to be somebody I trust. Like, you know what I mean? And that takes a long time. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that I can't, you know what I mean? So I think like as you're filling life out, you know, yeah, like stay cautious, you know what I mean? But still like stay playful like a child. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's how I try to treat my friendships these days.
I think I'm pretty open. I think I'm
Mhm.
pretty open to experiences. I'm pretty open to people um showing me who they are and seeing that for what it is nowadays. I think I'm pretty like I'm pretty good with that. I'm not like guarded in like if somebody random were to come into my life and be like, yo, I want to be friends, whatever. If they said that explicitly, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like this is really random. But yeah,
I mean, that's what happened with Corpse and I.
Pretty much.
Corpse and I became friends off a whim, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Off a random Facebook Messenger message.
Mm-hmm.
how did
Now-
that how did that what some of his story on that? Because I don't know.
So I moved to Ventura, and this was in 2015.
15. It was like 15. I think I met you January of 16.
So it was 2015, and I moved to Ventura. I didn't know anybody in Ventura. I moved there because my girlfriend at the time got accepted to a university up there. I moved with her up there, like dropped everything. And honestly, like moving to Ventura changed my life, and it was for the best. Because I was lucky enough to have known somebody that moved up there and gave me a great job opportunity. But prior to that, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody in Ventura, and I wanted to get back into dance. And I knew I was close to LA, so I knew that the style of dance scene that I was into was very close. So I saw that there was a session called the 818 session, and I reached out to somebody, and I was like, "Yo, how do I get into these sessions?" And they were like, "Reach out to this guy named Dread." So I reached out to Dread, and Dread was like, "Oh yeah, there's actually a group of people that come down from Oxnard in Ventura, where you're at. Here's their information." And so I reached out to Putch, and he was like, "Oh yeah, bro, like for sure, come through. We'll meet you in this parking lot, and we'll all ride down together." I didn't even know this motherfucker, and he was like, "Yeah, you can catch a ride with us, and we're gonna go down there." And it was for dance. And so I pulled up to the parking lot at the Little Caesars, and here he was with 3 other people: Bam, Felicia, and Squid. I think it was. Was it Squid? I know it was Bam, Felicia. I thought there was somebody.
I think it might have just been us 3. If it wasn't us 3, then it was Kyle.
Nah, Kyle didn't go. So it was Bam, Felicia, and Putch.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked up and I said, "Hey man, are you Patch?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah." he was like, "Yeah, man, it's Putch, but yeah, that's me." And I introduced myself, and we all got in the car and we drove down to LA. 45 minutes down to LA, and we went to the session, enjoyed ourselves, and the rest is history. Like we became like we kept in touch after that, and I helped open up a dealership up there, and Putch was like, "Hey, I want to start making some money, and I need a new job." So, we fucking got him a job. He didn't have his license or some shit. He went to the DMV, got all that handled, and started working with us. And I mean, ever since then, we would lab together in the garage. He would come to my crib, I would go to his crib. I would kick it with him and his girl. He would kick it with my girl and I at the time. And we just, but it was off of a whim. Like it was off of let's take a chance, and we wind up being friends. And that's why I keep saying, like, it's so detrimental to your life if you don't wind up taking those chances.
But that's the thing. I think I'm pretty open with like the with the amount that I'm comfortable with, right? Because I think there's limits to myself that I've realized that I'm like, you know what? I'm okay missing out on experiences if it means that I get to stay within the things that I know that I'm okay with.
Like comfortability level?
Because I'm okay being uncomfortable, but there are certain things, there are certain guards that I have that I know I'm not going to necessarily betray just to have an experience.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Does that make sense?
I'm
I'm okay being uncomfortable. If I'm in a car with
about boundaries.
Yes. Yeah. Personal boundaries.
Personal boundaries. Exactly.
Like no
I
lie,
knew it.
bro. Like no lie, bro. I can't be at parties where people are doing like Molly.
I
Like,
can't. I
can't be there.
And if I have somebody who I think might like do some illegal shit, I'm not gonna get tied into that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not. I'm not gonna do it. I just rather not. Fuck that. Even if it's somebody who I consider really, really cool, and they have that one thing that's like, oh, bro, let's go rob a store. It's like, no, fuck off, bro.
Well, I mean, that's a little extreme.
That was an extreme, but like, you know what I mean.
They can't be involved in like illicit shit.
I'm just not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm just not.
Okay, so like if you and I were kicking it with the rest of the group, and I was like, "Yo, roll with me outside real quick," and I like caught a quick tag on the wall, would you be like, "Oh, I gotta get the fuck away from this guy"?
I just would say I need to not be around when you do this. That's what I would say.
And
I think it's fair for me to ask that of you.
Of course it is.
Because it's just not something that I want to be a part of. If you want to do it, that's cool. I don't care. It doesn't affect us. Like I think we're still gonna be cool. But if you do that, just don't invite me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay, and that's cool.
Yeah. I think I think we've really expressed the difference in I think Corpse and I are on a very similar level when it comes to like friends. Mm-hmm. I think you're on a very reserved level. Not that it's bad. I just think you're very reserved, and I think more of like talking about what you've been through in your life. Well, let me backtrack. I don't think that you should let that one instance change everything on how you feel about making friends.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you see a pattern in how your friends are created, or if you see a pattern on if you see a pattern on that's how it is when you try and make friends, then I would allow it to change. But I don't think that one instance where it wasn't very detrimental on anything, like it may have hurt your feelings because somebody that you thought was your friend said, yeah, like we're not friends. But I don't think it should change the course in how you create friends.
I just think that sometimes things are, well, one, I was younger, and two, I think sometimes little things that could be little to a lot of people can be pretty pivotal in how you think about everything else after.
Absolutely.
I don't necessarily think it's ruined how I make friends, because I've made
ruin was probably the wrong word, but it's definitely changed the aspect on how you and perspective on how you make friends.
Yeah, but I don't,
Especially in a work related environment where a lot of your friends come from. I would say that now as an adult, a lot of your friends come from work. Just like when you were younger, a lot of your friends came from school because it's something that you have to do more days than none. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
But the thing is that I try to think of work, and I think I don't know who I've said this to. I didn't know, like, in high school, nobody ever told me that high school was never going to end. High school is the exact same shit as a workplace. It's the exact fucking thing. It's the exact same fucking thing.
Sure.
The same amount of fucking drama, the same amount of bullshit, same amount of everything. You got like your close knit, maybe a couple of friends or like group of friends, and everybody else.
So you have friends at work.
At this job at the moment,
Correct.
I have very close acquaintances at the moment. It's a slow crawl though. It's a slow crawl. I think that's fair though. I think it's okay to be a slow crawl. Like two of my closest friends at the moment, I found from work, but that was I was there for 3 years. You know what I mean? And we weren't like super close. And these people I've met last year. So it's not like super. It's not going to take super long. But these people that I consider very close friends, it took a lot of time, and I even deliberately asked them. And this is how I know that I'm getting closer to both of you. I deliberately asked both of them, a while back, but more recently as well. Where are we in terms of friendship? Where do you put me? Where's the gauge? Because I want to know that I'm putting you on the same level that you're putting me on. Not because of
what if my level's higher?
If your level's higher,
Yeah,
that's fine.
What if I asked you the same question and it changed my mind on if you were my friend or not?
If yours was higher.
Correct. Yeah, if mine was higher.
If you like,
if mine was higher and I thought like you, right?
Okay.
Let's just put it into perspective. If I thought like you, like, oh well, I think he's my friend, right? Based off of what the story that you told earlier, if I looked at, like, Damien and I have shared lunch together, we've shared work together, we've talked about things together, personal things, whatever. We hang out on our breaks and this and that. Damien's my friend, and then I ask you, like, yeah, we're friends, right? And you're like, nah, like, we're not. I mean, basically the same shit, right? Like, yeah, we're not really friends. Like, you're not there yet. And then I was like, oh fuck, shit. Like, let me rethink this. Like,
been bamboozled.
yeah, like I thought I was making friends. I thought Damien was my friend, and like now I'm not even there yet. Like, this man's bought me a hamburger before. Like, what? Like,
but
See, and honestly,
that's what I'm saying.
And honestly, bro, like, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Is like, I think, because it was how it was like how this whole kind of like this little segment of how we're gauging things, right? And I remember I said it last time, was like, all I need is your friendship, so I don't need it in a gauge, right? Like, because you can't weigh it. There's no dollar amount associated with that.
Yeah, but
and
there's
that's
weight
what's
in words, though.
That's true, because word is bond, and that is where I can determine where my level of friendship is with you, right? Like, that's my gauge. There's no other way for me to determine that, right? Like, if you speak honestly to me, if you speak respectfully to me, and how do you say it, fucking Cisco? Because literally, like, if you can speak to me with respect.
The 3 pillars of a relationship are honesty, respect, and communication.
If you can talk to me and transcribe those things to me, we straight. Like, we gonna be straight. Like, you know what I mean? Because I am not egotistical enough to not be like corrected about behaviors or be corrected about something I may have said or done. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just, to me, I don't know. To me, it's just it's odd. It's odd that, and I feel like more people than not do look at a lot of relationships that way, a lot of friendships and whatever, that way of like, what is this gauge? Like, am I being more of a friend? Am I being too much of a friend? Like, you know what I mean? Am I doing too much now, or do I need to do less? Like, and to me, I just do what I do naturally what comes naturally. And if you break bond with me after breaking bread with me, then I know who you are. You know what I mean? Like if you won't walk with me after you've rode around in my car, I know who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
And
know
no love lost, right? Like no love lost.
no love lost, but I ain't gonna eat with you if you ain't down to starve with me. Like you get me? Like that's how I know if you're a fucking friend or not to me. So it's like that's why like a love language to me is not receiving gifts. I don't like gifts. It's not something that's appealing to
I'm the
me.
same way. I'm the same way. I think it's more of the action, and
The acts of service.
I think with it's hard, right? Because I put myself out there a lot, and because of the fact that I live my life. I mean, this is all cause that you're gonna hear right here, but because I live my life with the acts of love all the time, the act of love always, where I always have everybody who's in front of me's best interest, and I always try and put myself in their position. Like I think that's why I gauge my friendship with people so broadly. Like I'm like, oh yeah, that's my friend, because if they've done some type of act of service towards me or something along the lines of, oh, they've put themselves in my shoes after I've already put myself in their shoes because that's how I live my life, then that's when I would consider somebody my friend. If that makes sense, what I'm trying to say. Like
Yeah.
I'm always gonna be like, I love you as a person. I respect everything that you're going through. Even if I can't agree with what you're going through or agree with what you're saying, like I still have a lot of respect for you as a person. But if you try and put yourself in my shoes, or if I feel that you try to put yourself in my shoes, or you show me some type of act of service, right? And it was like selfless, and I appreciated it, and you didn't just do it because you're like, oh, I have to do something good for the day. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, this person really has my best interest at heart, and to me, that's what a friend is. If they have your best interest at heart, that person is your friend.
Bro,
Maybe
I'll
not for
say
life,
this.
maybe not your best friend, maybe just your work friend, maybe just your friend temporarily, but that person is your friend because they have your best interest at heart, in my opinion.
There's and I'm gonna say this for the live because it took me a long time to get here. But my son's stepdad, right?
Oh my
I
god.
have more respect for him right now than a lot of people I know. Right. And I mean, Cisco knows, but me and him have had a weird relationship.
Mhm.
And I have more respect for him than a lot of people I know. But we ain't friends. You get me? We are not fucking friends, dude.
And
Like
if you know, Bush, that's a lot coming from this motherfucker.
we ain't
I've
friends.
had multiple calls to my phone. Hello, what does this motherfucker do now?
Hey, you know, I was going through some things, man, and but we've grown up and stuff and whatever. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck ever. But I have more respect for him, especially, and I'll put the shit on wax. I was living in Florida, bro, and my son is living under his roof. You know what I mean? And this motherfucker ain't missed a meal. I'll tell you that. Like, you get me? This motherfucker,
Boy,
big boy's big. He ain't missed a meal. You know what I'm saying? He ain't wearing shoes that are too small. He ain't wearing shirts that are too small. So he's clothed. You feel me? So he's taking care of, and I respect him. I respect him highly for that. Don't like him though. You get me? Like I'll never like him. And so so I think, and me and a couple of the guys while we're in Florida, we're talking about that, right? Because old dude was kind of like catching feelings, right? And I remember we were talking, like I was like, man, like we kind of got to keep things, we got to keep the main thing, and keep other things where they're at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these people that we're meeting while we're on the road, they're on the road. You know what I mean? Like, let's not get caught up in these friendships or these girls that we're meeting. Like, woo, 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 woo. Like keep the main thing, the fucking main thing. You know what I mean? We're out here to work, bro. Like let's focus. And of course, like, you know what I mean? You meet some people that last a lifetime, you know what I mean? While on this journey, but the other 100 people, they just might be temporary, you know what I mean? And that is something to be weary of,
but they can still be your friend.
but they can still be your friend, you know what I mean? And it doesn't, even though they're temporary, doesn't mean that you can't be vulnerable with them too. Like, you know what I mean? And like pour certain parts of yourself into them, right? Because there's a time and a place. You know what I mean? And not only that, but like there's a romance to it where it's like you and this, like, you know, like let's say you and your homeboy are out here, like, you know, in the thick of it, like, you know what I'm saying, like you've only known him for a little bit, and you know your car breaks down and he's right here with you helping you, you know what I mean, all this stuff, and it's a crazy act of friendship, but then a few months later you don't talk to him no more. So it's like, does the memory mean anything less? Like, you know what I
No,
mean?
Yeah, because that act of friendship or whatever could teach you selflessness. That it could teach you that,
To do
like,
that for the next person. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I might now be in his shoes in the next situation, so let me do that for this person. I mean, but here's the thing: is I don't know if that really relates back to friendship. Now that I'm like thinking of it, it just might be relate back to character.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I agree with
and
that.
yeah, you know, and now that I'm
Mm.
thinking about it, now that I'm listening to Corpse talk about it, and like, you know, I was sitting here talking about friendship, and I talk about friendship a lot, but I also talk about like love and character a lot. I think that more so has to do with your character. And although, Damien, I don't think that you have a bad character. I think that maybe you've been through some fucked up shit, and you've developed your thoughts behind that shit in a different manner than maybe some people would. Like, it doesn't make you selfish for feeling the way that you think.
Mhm.
Like you are selfish, right, in the sense of how you keep to yourself because you don't
Mhm.
want to, be
Mhm.
hurt, right? And maybe some situations hurt you more than it would hurt somebody else, and may that be with age, may that be with experience, whatever the case may be. Like, I'm understanding in the way that you create friends, and it's not a bad thing. I'm
Yeah.
just, my thing is, and it's fair, right? Everything in life is fair in the
Mhm.
way that you view it. If it's your opinion, then it's fair. But my view on it, and what my take as like an older cat to you would be, is just like unloosen the belt a little bit. Don't allow don't allow those past experiences to create such a tight grip on the way that you view things, because of the fact that it could be detrimental to how you continue viewing things, because you are so comfortable in being the way that you are right now. And not saying the way that you are is bad. I'm just saying that you're very reserved, and sometimes you need to like let loose a little bit in order to see what else the world has to offer,
Mhm.
in a sense of like, I mean, here's a perfect example, right? A lot of the listeners understand that. A lot of the listeners understand that you've had, like, I think we've talked about it in two different conversations, where, you know, your last relationship before this current girlfriend was horrible, horrible. And, you know, I'm sure that a lot of the listeners would agree with the fact that, you know, we all pretty much dislike your ex girlfriend because she put you in a bad position.
Team Damien, dude,
Uh,
0.
although you know, you don't wish to speak ill upon her name, which is fine. Well, I don't
He's a
disagree
good
with that.
man.
Never, never.
But hold on.
Okay.
But had you not loosened the belt on what your next relationship would be like, you most likely wouldn't be in the relationship that you're in right now,
That's a fair
Uh,
point. That's a fair point.
because of the fact that
That's fair.
I would be, I mean, I would assume that, you know, your ex wouldn't allow you to be friends with girls or go out with other people, or, you know, it would put you in a situation where you would feel uncomfortable if your girlfriend was talking to other guys, or had other friend, not talking to other guys, not like that, but like had
no,
other
but
guy
just yeah.
friends and shit like
Mhm.
that. You know what I mean? But you loosen the belt enough for one person in order to create that relationship. So, in the same sense, I would say loosen the belt a little based on what your parameters are for friendships.
What's crazy is that I read these situations that you just laid out completely opposite. The reason that I found the my girlfriend that I'm with right now is not because I loosened the belt. It's because I was very aware and very critical on who I was going to next, what was happening next. It was because of my prior experiences with the
Did you
last
though?
relationship. Yes. I
Really?
was,
Because
yes,
I
I
mean,
was.
maybe can we say this on the internet? Can we talk about how you met your last girlfriend or your current girlfriend?
Can we talk about it?
Can we? Like, are you ashamed to say how you met her?
No, I met her on Tinder.
My guy.
The fucking app?
Yeah.
Hold on.
But wait.
man-
Okay, so
Okay.
one, I didn't go on there because I was like, oh, I'm gonna meet the love of my life. I'm gonna meet the girl. I went on there for fun just to see what it was like. Cause I'm not the guy to make a Tinder. I'm not the guy.
You don't
I'm
seem
not the
like that
guy.
guy, dude.
So-
You don't.
So I
That's
was
so
like,
weird.
you know what? I'm single. Whatever. Let's make a Tinder. Fuck it. Like whatever. Talked to a couple girls. Nothing like ever really happened with any of them. So then I got into the DMs with this one girl.
Look at Chris's face. He said,
Nothing really in the sense of like, no, dude, if you would understand how dry that shit like DMs were, it's just not happening.
Okay.
So anyway,
No.
then I
Wait. Hold on. Literally,
Okay.
can I ask something?
You could
I
always
just
ask
I
anything.
gotta ask.
Yes.
Were you paying for it? He
"Yeah,
was.
yeah,
Let's go. All right, this shit just got juicy,
Anyway.
baby. This shit just got juicy.
Wait, that's just
Paid
like
for Tinder?
unlimited swipes, no? Isn't that
my
what that for?
guy.
or whatever?
Don't you get like
I don't know.
150 swipes or some shit? How many
Dude,
swipes do you get on Tinder?
Just a few.
I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure you get a lot.
Anyway, it's not the point. Just
Just a few
yeah.
quickies before. Wait, what did it say? What did it say?
say?
What did it say? Just a, it said just a few quickies before meeting.
No.
your
No,
girl.
No, that's not what was
It said
happening.
just a few quickies
Oh my
before
god.
meeting your girl.
But
Oh my
so
God.
nothing happened with anybody else. And then I got into the DM,
Or
started
so
talking.
he says.
No, for real.
Did you
dead
send her a super chat?
Is that what it is?
Ooh, he knows about
that
a
what it's called?
super chat. My
I don't
God. Oh my god.
I never
like
said
it.
this.
What is
Super
it?
chat,
Flowers? What is it? What is it when you said it's a super chat, right?
That's a YouTube chat. That's like YouTube chat, I think.
What the fuck is it called on Tinder when
It's a
you
super
send
like.
it? Super like. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's a
Super
blue
something.
star.
I knew it was super something. Blue. Okay. Well, okay. Hold on.
I don't know.
I'm a professional.
But anyway, we met. We were in DMs, and we're like,
I'm a
"Yo,
You guys have no idea, dude.
He said I'm a professional. Okay, go ahead. We're not clowning. I just wanted to bring up the Tinder thing just to make a point that
know it's ironic."
it's extremely ironic.
I wasn't
Well,
trying to
sometimes
like.
it could be.
Anyway, we get into DMs. She ends up being a really cool girl. We end up going to see a movie, and what was the point of me?
What movie did you see?
Bohemian Rhapsody. Amazing
That's
movie.
a good movie.
Amazing movie. That
I
shit was
love that
really good.
Cute.
that
I
movie.
vibe
Were you
with
guys
it.
singing Galileo? Did you
Yeah.
guys sing
I
it
didn't.
together?
I didn't know who Queen was.
You
yeah,
didn't know who Queen was?
I knew you were gonna do that shit. Oh, I've heard his music, but
His
What?
music? Their music?
their
you mean?
music. Yes, I've
Okay.
heard their music. Okay, I've heard their
No,
music, but I
you're
didn't know who they
serious.
were. I'm being
You're being
dead
serious.
serious. So
He
dead
never-
serious.
He doesn't know. who
Wow.
This okay, hold on. First of all, this is a man who's never watched Paid in Full,
Never
Donnie
seen it.
Darko.
I did
Never
watch
seen
that.
Goodfellas. You watch Donnie Darko now.
I did.
Goodfellas. Never seen Jaws. Never seen Back to the Future 2. There was one other joint that I had on there too. That he's
Wait.
never seen.
You've never watched Goodfellas?
Nope. I have it on DVD if you want to borrow it.
Bro,
has
I
a-
can
who has a
almost recite
DVD
that
player?
whole movie line for line.
That's
I
wild.
know.
You
I
gotta
could
watch
re-
Goodfellas.
I could recite Endgame line by line.
Wow.
I could recite Jaws line for line.
I'm
And I
just
think I
I'm just
can
also
recite
though
Jaws.
I'm like just into different movies. I'm open to watching them. I'll be down. I watched. Donnie
Hey, he
Darko.
watched Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
You watched it today
I watched it today.
or yesterday?
How do you feel about Martin Scorsese as a director? I'm judging our friendship right now.
I would
How
have
do
to-
you feel as Martin Scorsese?
list off
Scale
some
of
of his
1
movies.
to 10.
Some of his movies because
Oh,
I
fuck,
don't know
Goodfellas.
directors like
Wolf
by
of Wall
name.
Street.
Yeah,
Never
Wolf
seen
of
it.
Wall
Never
Street.
seen it.
Wow.
I'm ending this now. You guys have a good. You guys have. a nice,
But the Russo
extremely-
brothers, amazing.
The Russo brothers. Who?
Oh Lord, are you
What,
fucking?
what
are
movies
you-
did they do?
So he did Endgame. He's done
Oh,
Infinity War. He also did
Marvel
There's
joints.
another one. No, he did one that
Fucking
wasn't
nerd.
with Marvel. That
I'm,
had just,
I'm 31 years. I'm 31 years old. I didn't watch any of the Marvel
I
joints. until I
grew
was
up on this
29.
shit. Okay, Iron
Yeah,
Man.
you're a
Oh no, I've
child.
watched all the Marvel. Like, don't get me
Now
wrong.
I have, but you're a child.
No,
Have
bro.
you ever
I
watched?
grew up
Have
on
you
that.
watched all the Star Wars movies?
I watched the originals with my dad.
How long?
Not when
ago?
not when they came out, but like he had them on DVD and like.
Of course not. You weren't even thought. I wasn't even thought of when they came out. What
Okay.
the
Yes.
fuck?
Okay. So,
What the fuck?
he
What
had
was the best
DVD.
trilogy?
What
Spider-Man.
is the best trilogy?
No. Of the Star Wars, which
Oh,
one was the
I
best
have
trilogy?
No idea. I have no idea.
I would say the original three, because the second, if you ask about the second trilogy, episode 1 is ass. The only good thing about episode 1 is the fight with Darth Maul.
I got him tatted, baby.
I know you do.
Yeah, I got him tatted.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Shout out Isaac Roman. You need to fucking sponsor me, you motherfucker.
What
I have
the
your
fuck?
ink everywhere. Everywhere. Nah, dude, the dude who
Free
did this,
tats.
he's done so much work on me, bro. I need to go get some more stuff done. But
I didn't get my fucking stomach finished.
bro, listen, Martin Scorsese is coming. Okay, there's going to be a movie to come out. It's going to be.
I
think
want
it's
to know.
called.
Hold on.
it's
I want to know
called.
what he does.
What about M. Night Shyamalan?
And
Shyamalan's
I just
pretty good.
did Knock at the Cabin in the Woods. That was a okay movie. That was good.
He did the best movie of all time, The Village.
That is.
I don't know
That
what that
is.
I'm just joking. That was a horrible fucking movie. I'm just.
Are you serious?
The
Wow.
Village?
The Village
That was horrible.
with Adrian Brody as the fucking brother.
Wait, so he's done. Oh my god, he did Shark Tales. This is fucking sick.
Martin Scorsese did Shark Tales?
He
Yeah.
did because he got that one fool to play the like boss.
Oh my god, he
fish.
did Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is a good movie too.
Oh, so fucking
That was
good.
Scorsese
So good,
Yeah,
yeah.
Adam Sandler.
with Sandler. Yeah.
That was so good.
That was like one of the only real Sandler movies where he was like serious.
Good.
It
Good.
was so good. He
Yep.
was,
There's
So
the
good.
other one too.
oh, he's
that-
never seen Grandma's Boy?
Wow. I mean, to be fair, I've only watched that movie like twice. You know what I
Grandma's
mean?
Boy?
Yeah.
If you want to talk about a movie, you could literally put that movie on mute. I can tell you everything they're fucking saying.
There was some of those movies, bro, like Pineapple Express, Mama's Boy.
Now
This
you're
wasn't-
talking about like fucking Will Ferrell movie, or what's his name? Not Will Ferrell. Seth Rogen. I'm not
Yeah.
a huge Seth Rogen fan.
There was some of those movies, bro, that like Paid in Full. I mean, it was good, but it just didn't
Bro,
get me.
Paid
like,
in Full. Okay, look,
mhm.
I can click on my fucking TV right now.
Fuck, what just
Hold on.
happened?
Oh, this is Apple Music. Hold on.
Okay.
If I go to TV, Paid in Full is right here. Look,
Yeah.
I was just watching it.
Wait, what's Paid in Full? What's the whole thing?
Paid in Full is it's a hood classic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Like-
one of the old school like
It's like a gangster fucking.
Okay.
Boys in the Hood, Juice,
Juice,
like
yep.
have you ever watched Juice?
Like Beetlejuice?
No. Bro, no. No,
See, Damien's not on that
no.
level, bro. You know what? I believe somebody in Damien's chat when they said Damien had money, because this motherfucker's never
No,
sprinkled
bro,
salt on
but
a
the thing is-
tortilla and rolled it up.
I put Philadelphia cheese in there. That's
But
what
you've
I was
never
doing.
watched
tortilla?
Juice.
In a tortilla,
You-
yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
But you've never watched Juice?
I've never watched Juice.
And you've
You
never
put
watched
cream
Goodfellas?
cheese in a tortilla?
Mhm.
That is pretty fire, honestly.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You're gonna talk to me like I'm crazy. What the fuck?
It is pretty fire, honestly. I'm
It's
not gonna lie.
fire. It's good.
No,
It's cream cheese.
I
What
gotta
the
ask you a
fuck?
question. What are the ethnicities of your mother and father?
They're both Mexican.
From Mexico, or they're Mexican and were
My
born here?
dad's from Mexico. Well,
Okay.
okay. From is a very loose term with my dad. He was born there, raised there for a while, right? But
What's
then
a
he came-
while? 5
He
years?
was a kid. He was a kid when he came. He grew up here. He grew up in the U.S. His parents are Mexican, like for real. So my grandparents, both on both sides, are very Mexican. I used to have ice with tajin
Oh my
Like,
god.
that was the fucking shit, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
ice with tahini. He saved his Mexican card there, but you just fucking told me that you put Philadelphia cream cheese on your tortillas.
That's what no, that's not what I would do. That's what my grandma would do, bro. Talk to her,
I never heard of no shit like that, bro.
bro. That's what she would do. She
that's
said
disrespectful.
she would also make totopos. That's what she would call them. But totopos to me are just chips with beans, and then you put a little bit of cheese. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
just a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
But I've heard totopos be different for different people, so I don't know. But that was fucking fire. Anytime I came in from school and that shit was on the table, oh my god, I fucked that shit up.
I can't believe that you never seen Wolf of Wall Street.
I want to
Or
watch it. I do want to
Goodfellas.
watch it.
You should watch Goodfellas. Goodfellas is long though, so and it might not keep you entertained.
Dude, okay, so Goodfellas is long. And
What
then,
about Blood In, Blood Out?
But the thing is, like, just assume if you're thinking of a movie, if it doesn't have Marvel at the end, I probably haven't seen it yet. And I think I've had a lot of fun with Marvel. Okay, it's my shit. I love it.
Somebody in Damien's chat just said Goodfellas is better than Donnie Darko.
Wow.
I could agree with you on some stance there, Crystal.
Wait, I didn't know you had my chat up.
Dude, there's going to be a movie
See what everybody
Scorsese is doing called it's after a book called Killers of the Moonflower. And dude, like the book is fucking amazing. The book's a 10 out of 10.
Wait. Okay, go ahead, finish, and then I have something to say right after you say that.
But supposedly he's like using it's a book about like Native Americans and how some of them actually came to have money. And there's like this whole conspiracy, dude. It's wild as fuck, but it's based on a true story. And I've read the book, and it's fucking nuts, bro. Like nuts.
I need you to finish Leaders Eat Last.
I will. I'm reading this Darth Maul book right now.
Boom.
For the record, I still have your book right here, sitting there right next to me.
Dude, I'm working on.
It's right here. It's right here.
I'm working on a second one right now too, bro. Oh my god,
Damien, you gotta get you a
The
copy
book
of this, bro.
Where can I?
Get it on Amazon. It's a
Oh,
book
for real?
Yeah,
Bro,
it's
shut the
it's
fuck up. I'm
Clutch's
literally
book.
ordering right now. What
Look,
is it called?
Ronald Andrade. Look,
I'm a published author.
Where the River
Wait,
Ran
what is it
Dry.
called?
Where the River Ran Dry. By
River-
Ronald Andrade.
Right.
Now I'm putting his government name out there, but
Hurt, bro. People are going to track me down.
Oh, I
everybody
got
get this shit. It's like $10 on Amazon, bro.
Yeah, it's like
Maybe not
the
even that
lowest-
much.
Yeah, I priced it the lowest I could price it. Like literally.
Where the River Ran Dry. It's literally just a book of poems dedicated to Pops in the front.
Bro, I'm not even shitting you. I'm buying it right now.
You didn't even know I had this?
Mm-mm.
Come on.
I don't check it. I don't because
This is how you know we're friends.
my guy. Do you know you want to know
Brought it back
something?
full circle.
You want to know something too? And I was thinking about this as Damien was kind of talking about like his experience. With that person. And I remember like the first time I started getting kind of closed off with the way I made friendships with people. And it was because they clowned on me about my poetry. Somebody found like my book of poetry and was like reading it. And I remember seeing them laugh like as they were reading it. I know. I was
That's
like,
fucked up.
what the fuck? So that is a very easy way for me to like if you're somebody to clown on the things that I do, you know what I mean? Like clown. It's one thing if you don't like it. If you're like, oh, I don't think you're that good. Like, you know what I mean? Or whatever. If you don't think I'm that talented, that's fine. Whatever. Because I can get better. But if you clown on it, it's like,
Nah, I don't think I'm ever one to. Yeah, there's like a difference. If I shit on you, especially like the closer and closer we get, if I shit on you on like some, I don't know, even your dancing, if I like shit on you on that, I'm never gonna be like, bro, you're whack as fuck, like doing some dancing shit. Like, I'm never gonna clown you on that shit. But if I'm like, bro, your technique is dog shit, obviously, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I probably couldn't do anything to that level. So it's like lighthearted and like I never want to like. It'd be the same thing if you were like, bro, you waste your time on those fucking dog shit YouTube videos. I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Bro, I got a buddy, man, and his name's Thomas. Shout out Thomas Taradu. Dude, I've known this guy for fucking years, bro, and he's always been like, "You're trash, bro. You need to fucking practice." And like, I remember I'd be like, "Thomas, shut the fuck up!" Like, like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." And I would just like, I would be practicing already, and he'd be like, that's whack." Like, that was whack." Like, that was whack." But he would pull up to some of my battles. You know, I mean, I remember I had a battle one time, and he pulled up. Him and his wife, they pulled up, and so he's like definitely like one of my best friends for sure.
Mhm.
But
Speaking
yeah.
of that, do you have any battles coming up soon, Putch?
No, nothing planned. No. I don't want to battle right now.
I would love to take Damien up to LA to
Damn.
watch a battle.
I'd be down for that. That'd be cool.
I think that watching a Crump session would change your fucking life.
dude, there's O-Side, bro. O-Side is popping right now.
I know it's close, hey,
Bro,
Okay, what the? Hold on, real quick. Time out. Crump. We're gonna talk Crump talk real fast. What the fuck happened to Robbie?
All I know is that there was an accident.
I saw some shit that he can't walk anymore.
oh shit.
That matter of fact, I was going to hit up okay, first off, anybody who watches this, go to FCD Crump on Instagram. There is a GoFundMe for our friend Robbie. He was involved in a car crash, and yes, supposedly last I heard, he lost mobility in his arms and legs.
Yeah,
Damn.
And I mean, and he's a phenomenal dancer. He's a
bro,
fighter.
he is so. He's a fucking actual fighter,
Yeah.
and he's a crumper. He's a
Yeah.
dancer all around, but he is so raw. Like he's
like
so
world
dope.
class. Yeah, like he's world fucking class. And
He had a very viral clip that was all around the world. You know which clip I'm talking about? The one where he's like, he puts the hat on his back, and then the wind picks it up,
oh
and
yeah,
then he fucking
yeah.
catches it. Yeah,
that was
shit wild.
legendary. That was legendary.
But yeah, yeah, bro, that's crazy. I saw it. I think I saw it on FCD Crump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew any more information. That's crazy though, bro.
Just the GoFundMe, man. Like if anybody can go and support my guy. Like I remember when he got into that last crash, bro, on his motorcycle, and it was like I remember he was dancing, bro, and like I went up to him and I started talking to him afterwards, bro, and I was like trying to hold it back, and I was just like, Robbie, bro, it's good to see you dance, man. Like you was fucked up, G. Like you was fucked up, bro. And I mean, Robbie's getting off, dog. Like,
Well, that's the same shit. That's the same way that Spartan has been, bro.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like and when I seen him last, like I didn't really know how to approach him because I've never really been close to Spartan like that. But
Very
like
hard to get close to him.
yeah, like he was already very reserved, you know what I mean? Like it's funny watching him be goofy with his friends in comparison to how he acts around other people. Like, you know what I
And
mean?
how he dances.
Yeah, you feel me? And but yeah, I wanted to take a second, just be like, hey bro, it's good to see you fucking dance, dog. Like, you know, let alone just stand right here and be alive. Like it's good to see you dance, bro. Like it's really good.
You have to understand, Zero, it's like a lot of the people that Corpse and I have been around in the dance world are like very big people to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like very big, like Super Bowl performing, viral on TikTok, viral on America's Best Dance Crew or World of Dance, and what's the other one? What's the other shit?
So you think you can dance?
So you think you can dance?
America's Got
like,
Talent, all the shit.
Like a lot of these dancers that we know or that we've danced around or watched dance, they're like huge or like superstars. Like Busta Rhymes was just with Concrete at the fucking. They were at the Beast Camp, right? Was that a Beast Camp?
No, I think it was the Wildlife session.
Oh yes, Busta Rhymes was just there. Like a lot of people are involved in this fucking dance style. So to see like somebody go down like that is fucking, that shit shocked the fuck out of me, bro. When I saw it, it was wild. You gotta go pee?
I hope no.
Oh.
I was just gonna say that I hope he makes a recovery. That's really sad.
I mean, me too, man. That's hopefully, physical therapy. That dude, he's a strong dude. He's one of the strongest dudes I've ever met in Crump.
Bro, like, dude, this guy, Robbie, I love you, man. Bro, this motherfucker, he would come to AOV practice because he was on AOV too, right? Bro, and I'm talking about this motherfucker would be getting off in the corner, right? And the next thing, he's got his shirt off, dog. and he's fucking jacked, bro.
Oh
like,
yeah, bro. If you ever saw this dude, he's a Spartan god.
bro,
Just
Literally abs like thick, bro. Like
chiseled.
thick ass abs, like bro. And he's like skinny, but it's like all muscle. He has
Jacked,
like 1% body fat, bro. It's
Jesus
fucking wild.
Dude,
Christ.
he
He's
is like a
fucking
prototype that you make in a fucking video game, bro. Like
He's wild.
it's not fair. Because I remember, dude, like I could just smell it, dude. And I'm like, damn, it's musty in this bitch. These girls are breathing hard in this motherfucker, bro. And I remember looking at one of the homies, and they're all gawking over Robbie. Like, it's not fair. Like, this is not fucking
This man's a
right,
Greek god, bro. Like,
bro,
how
dude.
chiseled
Right,
he is.
and dude, talented and like.
And super down to earth. Like he looks like crazy, but he easily talks to everybody. That's how Ruin is like that too, which is fucking
Yeah.
wild to me.
But dude,
I just
like,
wanted to ask about that. Yeah, like that was.
and it sucks, dude. Like it does suck because it's like we've lost some people, bro. Like we've lost some people in Crump since I've started, and it's like fuck, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like it sucks. So I really whatever level he can come back, I just hope that he makes a recovery. You know what I mean? Like I just had a buddy, dude, fall off a fucking waterfall and like had to be resuscitated, all this shit, and he finally got released from the hospital. And so like he's making his own recovery. And it's just like damn, dude, like, like fuck all
You
that.
never know. I just had a buddy pass away on Sunday.
Ah,
Like yeah, like some crazy shit, bro. And I was at work on Monday morning, yesterday morning, and people were like blowing my phone up. Shit, it's weird now. We're getting older, and like motherfuckers our age shouldn't be dying right now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that shit fucked me up yesterday, bro. I was all fucked up. But yeah, man. So I hope Robbie makes it through, bro. Like that shit.
Yeah, dude, it does remind me though, because like I hate hearing myself talk sometimes about like the people that I've had the privilege of being around. You know what I mean? Like I've had a privilege of, dancing under Dread, dancing under Beast, dancing with these people, sessioning with those people. And then like sometimes when like I talk about it, sometimes like to myself, I sound nauseating, bro. It's like
No, but that's because other people don't understand how big it is for people that are in that lifestyle.
yeah, well, and two, like I just never want to come off like bragging. You know what I mean? Or like conceited or like I don't know.
think it's braggadocious at all.
Braggadocious, I think is the word I was looking for. Very privileged is the way I may look at it. Privileged to be among them, you know what I mean? But I definitely worked to get there. You know what I mean? I definitely worked my ass off to be able to be in those circles of people. You know what I mean? Because
Would you consider them your friends?
not all of them, for sure. Like not Spartan. Ray Mart, rest in peace, friend. Sherwin, absolutely my fucking brother, bro. Dread, the homie. Ryan, fucking Christ Soldier. Childish.
Damn, Ryan, I need to reach out to him.
Like homies. Like these are people I can call. You know what I mean? And there was people like I've fallen out with too in Crump. You know what I mean? Like we were close and we've fallen out. And there's definitely some people I've made friends with, like Young Crow. Like Young Crow, whenever I see him, it's all love. He's not somebody I would consider a very close friend, but me and Young Crow had battles, wars.
Let me ask you a question. Who's somebody that you've battled or what was your last battle?
Shakes.
Battle before that?
Well, no, my last battle I did a 7 to smoke in Miami. One-on-one battle before that was Shakes. One-on-one battle before that, I battled this dude, Intimidator from Florida. I battled him in Miami.
What was your last battle in LA? Or Orange County?
Bro, I can't remember. It's been a minute.
It was what's his face off TikTok.
It wasn't Oxy.
It was. That's what I'm thinking of. Oxy.
It may have been Oxy, bro.
Dude is raw. Did you win that battle?
Sherwin said I won. So that's all I think. That's all I care.
Oxy's fucking raw, bro.
Oxy's tight, and I'm glad I battled him when I did for sure because he's gotten a lot better. Just like when I battled Atrocity, like dude, Atrocity battled Crush and like survived. You know what I mean? And he's battled a lot of other people, bro, and did really fucking good or won.
That's what I meant to ask you. Is there anybody that you've battled that you consider now like a friend of yours, like somebody that you could hit up? Because battling Crump is you'll see, it's raw, bro. Like it's fucking not fun. If you're about to battle somebody, it's it's wartime. Like
I would definitely say that. I would definitely say that there's been more friendships made through battles. How close they are always depended. But there was definitely more friendships made through battles than not through battles. You get what I'm saying? Like me and Grizzy, like going into that battle is kind of like there was a little bit of tension there. He was considered rookie of the year. I was considered rookie of the year. You know what I mean?
I watched that battle actually.
And so there was that. And after that, I mean, we were cool. I mean, we've been cool. Grizzy knows I love that man, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I remember we were at the DC event, bro, and was battling, and he's like, I got your back, Corpse. He's like, I got your back, man. He's like, it's us versus DC. Like, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was all like DC heads versus everybody else. It was like, all right, we see how you get like, you know, you guys lined up this battle card, fool. Like, it's clear as day, dog.
See, friends come in all shapes and sizes, D.
Yeah, and like me, bro, me and Christ Soldier battled last, bro. I still remember, like, it was a war, bro. I think we went like 5 rounds.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
Battle Ryan?
I think he was getting.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
He was getting a new name. And he had to beat me. The thing was he had to beat me to get the name. And I think it was like third round. I killed it off. And Dread was like, you want to give him the name? I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, fuck yeah. Like, you know what I mean? He said, all right, 2 more rounds. And then we went like 2 more rounds. And he got the name.
We got to take D to a session, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This motherfucker's yawning now, bro.
I'm sorry. I have to get to bed soon.
Yeah, let's go. You got work in the morning. Oh, you were off today, huh?
I'm off.
I was looking for you. You're off tomorrow, too? You got to get to bed soon. You're off
Bro,
tomorrow.
I'm
tired.
Well, I think that tonight was a perfect example of how you can agree to disagree. I think tonight was a perfect example of how you should. I don't know why I'm finishing this off. This is fucking D's topic.
I think they'll like never think that I don't got love for you guys.
No, you think we're special.
Yeah, I think you guys are fucking special. But then when you didn't reply,
love
to me,
you,
it was
dude.
just 2 dings down where I was like, all right, fuck these guys.
Fuck out of here.
I'm just kidding. No, but
everybody go see the Super Mario movie.
Super Mario was fucking amazing.
better
than Danny Darko, okay?
Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Watch it again.
That one, okay. Danny Darko was not as good. Donnie Darko.
This motherfucker rated a 6 out of 10, bro. I want to fuck. What was the first thing that I said? Watch it again.
The thing is that I went deep. I even looked up multiple videos on how this movie was laid out. My girlfriend was even looking up like directors.
She watched it with you?
Interviews, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. What'd she think of it?
About the same. I'm sorry. It just is. Listen, I could appreciate the art. It's just sometimes it's not. Sometimes you make the best tea, but sometimes it still could not be my cup of tea.
Sometimes.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
I'm gonna just sit here and sip my tea.
You know, sip your tea, bro. I'm gonna have some coffee.
Dude.
What'd you say, Corpse?
I'm telling you, bro. Cup of coffee.
I'm not having coffee right now. Fuck.
Is it decaf? Is it decaf?
Decaf.
Oh,
this motherfucker about to be up for the next 4 hours.
There's 6 espressos in here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is it
Bro,
decaf? Or no?
decaf? No, no.
Well, last because Zero said earlier, he's like, I think he said he was making decaf.
I
last
thought
time.
you said that last time. No? Oh, what the
No,
fuck?
no. Bro, I cannot. I will chug the rest of this and go to sleep right after.
That's
No, you're gonna
facts.
take a shit first.
Yep,
Mm-mm,
you have to empty it out.
it doesn't make me do that. Oh, well, my morning coffee will.
Okay.
Morning coffee will. Night coffee will put me to sleep. Morning coffee will wake me the fuck up.
When did this tradition of night coffee happen? Why did it start? What is
That's
this?
what I want to know.
Oh,
He just
you
likes
know
the
what?
taste of it.
It was
Coffee.
actually when Sydney was pregnant. When Sydney was pregnant,
Hold on, time out real quick. Kelly said in the chat, she said, "Y'all are getting further away from the egg."
No. No, it was when she was pregnant. It was when she was pregnant. Dude fucking would go to Denny's at like 3 a.m. because she'd just be craving like biscuits and gravy or some other shit. Like, you know what I mean? And I would get a cup of coffee. The lady asked me when I said, "You want a cup of coffee, honey?" I was like, "Yeah." As a matter of fact, I'll take a cup of coffee.
Bro, Tierra was on the wildest shit when she had cravings. She would literally eat pickled jalapenos raw, like
That
out the
sounds
jar.
good though. Yeah, that sounds good.
But she never like ate spicy shit. And then she would
Oh, okay,
ask me
okay, that's
consistently to pick up pickled jalapenos, and she would eat that shit. And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Bro,
And that's how I knew that it was my son because I'm Mexican. You know what I mean? So like, and she's not. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, she's not Mexican. So I knew that the pickled jalapenos was coming from somewhere. And it was my son. He was like, he used to like hot Cheetos. He doesn't like them anymore. So
really, honestly, like the main thing of me drinking coffee really started with like my dad and my grandpa, because on the weekends would go eat menudo together. 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 And they would drink black coffee. And I remember that's when I learned how to drink black coffee. I wasn't allowed to drink the coffee unless it was black.
Yeah. My dad's like that. I can't.
Yeah. And then when
coffee is nasty.
He tries to Lil Bro me every time he drinks coffee. I'm like, oh shit. I'm sorry.
This motherfucker's pouring a fucking half pound of sugar and some creamer.
Fuck yeah, bro. And I'm like,
French vanilla swirl.
Yep.
Dude, and weird enough, a part of our culture, when somebody dies, right, we'll sing them songs. We sing them these songs, right? I'm gonna do a real rough elaboration. But we sing them these songs, and these songs are supposed to technically go from like sunset to sunrise, right? So it's to signify like you singing them from their death.
Putch is Native American. If you didn't know that.
I think you briefly said that. Yeah. We haven't touched on it.
Yeah, well, my dad's tribe specifically, they do this practice, and you sing them the songs, and it goes from like sundown to sunrise. You're pretty much singing them into the afterlife, and so nowadays, you as the family who have these singers come, because you have to have like it's supposed to be traditionally supposed to be a very specific set of songs. There's a process, and now like you're supposed to traditionally provide food and coffee. So that the guys can eat who are singing, and so they can stay up all night, have some coffee and like water, like, you know what I mean, some water and shit. Because they will take a break at a certain point, you know what I mean, and having that
fucking hydrated off of fucking coffee.
Yeah. So they'll have some water and stuff, you know what I mean, little snacks so they can munch, you know what I mean, and some food. It's proper to do that for them, you know what I mean. And so when my dad died, dude, we had so much coffee, like people brought coffee. And so I was like, fuck. So, dude, we were just drinking coffee on the reg, bro. Like on the reg. Yeah. All right. Is it that time, boys?
I think so. Time. Good wrap up.
Right.
Man, this was honestly this one was probably my favorite one so far.
Yeah, definitely up there.
I think it was very personal. I think a lot of us, all of us shared very personal stories and very I think we all got acclimated in what we feel friendship is, in the sense of like where we stand with each other and where the future could stand with each other. I think it showed a lot of people that will listen. I think will take into consideration everything that everyone had to say in what friendship is, or what they're like progressively going what their friendships can mean. Yeah, this I think I want to say I think this one is probably my favorite one so far that we've done.
Mm-hmm.
I think you did a good job, Zero,
Thank you.
in bringing a topic that was allowed to be elaborated for the last 2 hours. Because I know we kind of steered off in the last half hour.
It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I think this is my definitely my favorite one so far.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Real quick before we close out, just remember, guys. So next week is my week, right?
Wednesday. We're
Yes.
doing it Wednesday.
Next
Oh
week is
yeah,
my
next
week.
Yes.
And so we will have the Discord ready by the end of this week.
We will. Wait.
We'll have
we'll talk about it a little bit more. I need to know because everything that we kind of went through briefly is there.
Okay.
But I was
So
talking.
Discord is ready then. Discord is ready.
We could throw it in. Yeah.
Okay. I need the link. I'll post the link on my Facebook,
Send you
on my gaming page. I'll send out the link to a couple people that I know are ready for the link. We'll get the Discord going this week. And then we will for sure be on Wednesday of next week. It's my week, so I'll try and think of something that we can elaborate on as much as we did this week, because this week was fucking the shit, bro. But other than that, I mean, is there anything else that you guys want to say?
Love you guys. Love you guys.
I just sent it in the Discord.
You sent it in the Discord?
I mean, I sent it in the group chat. Sorry.
Okay, I was
The
about to say,
Discord.
what'd you
Nah,
send
I
me?
got love for you guys. I never want you to think that I don't.
Oh my god! Stop!
Uh,
Stop!
Listen, I'm gonna cry. Shut up, okay? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and you're gonna listen to what I'm gonna say. Just kidding. But
In the words of Rihanna, yes, Daddy.
oh, Jesus Christ. No, there's a lot of love for you, and I just want to like kind of express that. Obviously, things are changing. We're becoming more and more friends, and even though I don't necessarily, I don't know. It sounds bad.
You us as friends? It's not bad, bro. Like,
but
neither one of us
see
is upset about it.
I see a reality where both of us, all three of us, are very close friends and can confide in each other in things. Yeah, if you guys need a ride or need money or need whatever the fuck,
Can I
you know,
get
I'm there
10
for you.
grand to my bank account?
Listen, I need to get 10 grand in my bank account first, and then I can loan
For
you 10
real.
grand. but I think there's love within all of us. So
Well, and I think there's a reason that the three of us are doing this together. I'm not a very religious person,
sure, yeah.
but I think that there's a reason that the three of us are doing this, and it's because with one of the conversations that Pudge and I had, it was like we disagreed on a lot of things, and it was the one that you so happened to watch, and you bring a good dynamic to this because you and I, or like you and Corbs, don't necessarily agree on everything. So it brings a good dynamic, and it brings into perspective that even though we don't have to agree on everything that we're talking about, we can still have an elaborate, great conversation based on whatever the topic is. And nobody's yelling at each other. Granted, last week we were yelling at each other for like 5 minutes, but like, you were high, I was drunk. But
Civil
it just-
discourse.
yeah, it's civil. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I went up to you the next day and was like, "Yeah, you're a fucking piece of shit." You know what I mean? Like I genuinely saw you the next day and I was like, "Yo, I had such a blast last night on the podcast." So this, I think that what we're bringing to the table is absolutely amazing. I think that what we're bringing to the table is good for the culture. It's good for what's going on in the world right now. It's good for generations young and old to see that we can elaborate on things that we talk about, disagree on things that we talk about, and still at the same time come back the next week, start fresh with a clean slate, talk about a new topic, and not have any animosity based on what we talked about last time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with that.
I love it. Even though you spent too much
Me
money
too.
on your fucking big ass watch.
Listen, bro, money well spent. Okay, this shit is
My
sick.
guy.
I fucking love this thing.
But all right. thank you so much for all the listeners. Thank you so much for all my community, Damien's community, Corpse's
you guys.
community. You guys are the absolute best. This has been the usual Tuesdays. I'm going to close out with what I'm going to say because I'm literally going to close out on my stream as we're closing out on this.
Me
So
too.
thank you guys for all the likes, shares, follows, comments, stars. I appreciate you guys. As always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love you. Keep smiling. And I will let the boys finish their rest.
Go for a corpse.
My guy, everybody listening, love you. Hope you guys have a good week. Hope you have a good month of your life. All that. CorpseCollection.com. Guys, I love you. Yeah. 0.
Yes, ditto. You know, it's been the usual Tuesdays. Yeah, follow me not everywhere, just on YouTube. 0%. Don't follow me in real life. You know, that'd be creepy. But be safe. Have fun. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, guys. Peace.
All right, boys. Next week.
Oh, Jordan, thank you so much for the 50. And